Oye, is that the new Samsung Galaxy S7?
Yeah, I got it for $0 on AT&T Next. Plus, it takes amazing pictures. Oops. Don't worry, it's a water-resistant Samsung Galaxy S7.
You can get the new Samsung Galaxy S7 for $0 on AT&T Next too. AT&T, mobilizing your world. Requires well-qualified credit, installment agreement, and service. Balance due if service canceled. Taxes, activation, or upgrade, and other fees, charges, and restrictions apply. Water resistant up to 5 feet for up to 30 minutes. Rinse residue, wipe dry. Visit att.com/next for details.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Sell-off in the markets today, for Christ's sake, and if you have any positions in the market, you obviously took a dent, for Christ's sake. It's a sell-off because of bad earnings, bad economic data, bad everything, for Christ's sake. But once again, I'd be eyeballing this opportunity to start bottom feeding in the markets. But before we get into all that, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. You are listening to True Capitalist Radio. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 89 for all the folks that are keeping track with the True Capitalist broadcast. And once again, if you have anything to say, please give us a call at 646-652-4869. But once again, let's get done with the markets here so we can take your calls, talk about the other things on the agenda right now. Dow Jones Industrials closes out today at 12,479.60. Good God! I'm telling you right now, that's not good. You know, we were just at 12,008. What was it, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? Now we're down to 12,479 in the Dow Jones Industrials. That's pretty goddamn pathetic. Anyway, down 68.79 points, a percentage decrease of 0.55%. S&P 500 closes out today at 1,328.98, point decrease of 0.49 points. A percentage decrease of 0.04%. NASDAQ closed out on the plus side there at the end of the day, 2,783.21, an increase of 0.90 points, barely on the plus side. Percentage increase of 0.03%. And you would think that, there's a sell-off in the equities. You would think that, hey, we're going to see some commodity increases, right? Right? Wrong! Except for a modest increase in oil, everything else was just flat. We got Brent crude futures falling flat today, minus 36 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.32%, closing out today at $110.48 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Barrel roll! We got gasoline futures going down $16.25. Now, does this mean that we're going to pay less at the goddamn gas pump? Does this mean that I'm going to be able to go into the damn, store and be able to give Ahmed, $15 and be able to get a decent amount of petro in my goddamn gas guzzler, for Christ's sake? I mean, because I'm sick and tired of paying this price when it's just not only relaying the price on my petro account. I mean, it's raising the price of all commodities like hell. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's continue on. Natural gas futures fall 13 cents, a decrease of 3.13%. Jesus Christ, major sell-off in natural gas. WTI sweet crude is up 8 cents, an increase of 0.08%, closing out today at $97.45 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We got canola futures up 4.20. We've got cocoa futures down $26. We got coffee futures finally on the plus side with $2 today. Corn, God damn it, with this goddamn corn. Let me tell you something. We were just seeing sell-offs in corn. You know, we were just seeing sell-offs in corn, and now all of a sudden we're seeing them come right back up. Everything that we're eating, haven't you noticed this is going up, for Christ's sake? I'm from Texas, boy. All right, I'm from Austin, Texas, where I like to, cook barbecue. I like to cook it on some mesquite or live oak. And one of the things that I like to add onto the goddamn barbecue is an ear of corn on this grill. You know what I mean? Do not take off the husks. You just throw the goddamn thing on the grill. But the bad part about it is I'm used to paying 9 ears of corn for $1. Now, because of these goddamn corn prices, it's 1 ear. 1 freaking ear of corn for $1, for Christ's sake. I mean, who I feel bad for? I mean, I can afford it. But who I feel bad for is these, Mexicans in Mexico that can't afford to make their tortillas anymore, for Christ's sake. That's who I feel sorry for. Anyway, let me continue on, shall we? Corn is up $22.75, a percentage increase of 3.26% on the day. Good God. We've got cotton up 3.89 points, a percentage increase of 2.57%. I'm sick and tired of cotton going up too, folks. I'm sick and tired of it, all right? I mean, every time I walk home from my office to my high-rise condominium downtown Austin, Texas, I'm sick and tired of seeing man boobs, all right? I'm sick and tired of seeing Ed Hardy shirts and nipples, man nipples, and all this other crap. Why exactly are you gentlemen or fruit bowls or whatever you want to classify yourself as, metrosexual, whatever the case might be, why exactly are you getting shirts 8 times too small for your bodies? I just don't get it. It's just wrong. It's disgusting. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm attributing it to cotton. I'm hoping it's because it's the cotton increase in prices, but you idiots are still paying $90 for an Ed Hardy T-shirt. You know? Ed Hardy T-shirt? I mean, if they throw a carp on there, with some, a cross with a Virgin Mary, these idiots are paying $90, for Christ's sake. They got some saying on it that says, oh yeah, love is hate, and dude, Maui wowie, man. Good God. We've got where are we at? Wheat futures are up $18.50. We got sugar up $16. We got soybean futures up $14.50. We got oat futures up $9. Of course, everything that we eat, of course, is going up, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. It's not like we're getting pinched anywhere else in our pocketbooks. We've got soybean oil futures up 13 cents. We got wool leveling out with no change today. Copper, believe it or not, saw a run today, a small run. It's up $4.45, a percentage increase of 1.12%. Now, let me tell you, ever since the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME Group, raised its limits for margin requirements, we have seen a complete and utter collapse in the precious metals market. And once again, I think it's completely artificial. I think it's completely artificial because what's unfortunate is we've got this government that has basically bought out Wall Street, all right? Bought out Wall Street. They gave our tax dollars to these idiots from Goldman Sachs, and they bailed out all these idiots that made all these bad bets in the derivatives, and they bailed out the AIG for insuring these derivatives, all this nonsense, right? So it's no coincidence that you've got these mechanisms of supposed private enterprise like the CME Group or the Chicago Mercantile Exchange actually doing these nefarious increases in margin requirements. They did this twice in 1 week. Now, what I'm saying is that they did this in hopes of bringing down the cost of silver and gold so it can make Obama look better, It can make the American economy look better than it is, for Christ's sake. I honestly believe that because, look, folks, you and I know that America is no longer the bastion of capitalism any longer, This isn't the 80s where we just kind of had the means of production all to ourselves. It's no longer the case anymore, all right? I mean, we're living in a day and age where you've got people waiting in bread lines and happy to do so. You're in a day and age where you got a cash for clunkers, cash for crap. You got actually people making full-time jobs out of collecting cans and bottles, for Christ's sake. It's just unbelievably disgusting. And you're going to sit here and tell me that the price of gold and silver right now are an actual gauge of the buying power of the monetary system? It's garbage, all right? It's utter crap, and you know it, and I know it, for Christ's sake. You know what this is? Do you understand what this is? We are living in today's junkyard America, folks. You know it, and I know. Oh, yeah. Welcome to junkyard America, baby. You know it, and I know it. This is the way it is, and you're living it, baby. Yeah. Barrel roll. We're doing a barrel roll. Yeah, for junkyard America, baby. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to junkyard America. All right? Thanks to Obama. Thanks to the liberal regime. They have sold us out to Wall Street. They sold us out to corporate, international, multinational corporations, and this is the new junkyard America. Junkyard America. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, folks, I know there's a lot of people sitting over here trying to flap their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard talking malarkey about me as if I'm some kind of a Grand Dragon racist. I'm just telling it how it is. All right, this is what this country's turned out to be. We produce nothing but besides cheeseburgers and entertainment. And let me tell you, in the entertainment field, we've got people coming in and taking up the American slack on that aspect, for Christ's sake. I mean, why do you think we got these Canadians coming down from Canada? Yeah, you got these Canadians from Canada coming down here in an attempt to take away all the damn entertainment jobs, for Christ's sake. We got one ball Tom Green, for Christ's sake. I can't believe Canada actually sold us this ass clown. Tom Green? I mean, you got to be kidding. Tom Green? Jesus Christ. And what else we have? Celine Dion, huh? Oh, shut your stupid, stinking, maple leaf up the ass having mouth. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade about people from Canada, but I will never forget them booing the American national anthem after 9/11. I'm never, ever going to forget that, ever. Anyway, let me get through this market, and then we'll move on to something else. Anyway, gold took a dive today, down $5.80, a percentage decrease of 0.39%, closing out today at $1,484.80 per troy ounce of gold. Silver today closes on the downside, down 17 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.50%, closing out silver at $33.96 per troy ounce of silver. Good God, this is just disgusting. There is no way that those prices right there represent any kind of gauge of the American economy. Typically, when you see low prices for precious metals, that typically means that the American dollar is worth something. You know, that typically means that the American dollar is worth something, and it's not. It's not. That's why I'm saying this is artificial. It's crap, and I'm not going to sit here and continue to, play the charade. Anyway, let's go down to livestock. We got live cattle futures down 45 cents today, a percentage decrease of 0.41%. We've got cattle feeder futures down $1.07. Yeah, that's right. The decreased percentage of 0.82%. And for all you assholes that like to shove a couple of ham bones down your gullet every now and then, lean hog futures are down 20 cents today. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right? And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of people out here, a lot of people that are concerned about the markets. They're like, Ghost, what's going on here? The market is retracting. And we've been anticipating this, folks. If you'd listened to us early in the broadcast back in January, February, I anticipated that we were going to have this kind of economic contraction. But once again, long-term investors are going to fare out well. And the reason is if you take a look at some of the gainers in today's market. Let's just go ahead and do that right now before we move on to anything else, because I got a lot of people emailing me up concerned about their positions at this point in time. They want to know if they should sell. They want to know if they should stay. I got some people wanting to know if they should go in. And let me tell you, you got to eyeball each stock individually. But if your stock is at or around the 52-week low, in this market, depending on its fundamentals and demand and profitability, I mean, you should entertain that concept. Now, let me explain to you what kind of a helter-skelter market that we're dealing with here. One of the big stocks today that was increased, let me tell you how much this stock increased. It increased today 56.72% today alone. That's right, 56%. I might as well say 57%, an increase of 57% today alone. Now, what stock was that? Well, that stock was called elong.com. Elong.com, all right? And prior to this particular increase, the previous close was at $16.96 for this stock. All right, now what made it, it just kind of spark up to a 57% increase? Well, I'll tell you, it's these news events. It's, positive earnings, and it was a lot more than positive earnings that popped this up. Apparently, there is some kind of buy in Elong's stake in the Expedia partnership. Apparently, Elong is some kind of a Chinese-based internet company, and believe it or not, they have actually acquired 16% stake in Elong, or actually, this is another company. I'm just reading the news as I see it. But apparently, it gives Elong that much more profitability. It gives it much more credibility. It's an important partner. Somebody invested a lot of money in Elong. As a result, there's less stocks outstanding. And I'm just trying to guesstimate what made this damn stock, go up 56%. But that's why I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you right now, it's symbol LONG. Symbol LONG. But you have to be waiting for these types of spikes as a long-term investor. I kid you not. You're going to have to wait for these types of spikes. And it's going to take, a buyout. It's going to take possibly, some kind of better than expected earnings. It's going to be some partnership, some new clients. Believe it or not, this is the new market we're dealing with in today's America, all right? This helter-skelter market where everybody's like, I don't know where to go. Oh, there's some good news over here. Let's all hop on this bandwagon. 57% increase. 57% increase on Elong. That's just the most ridiculous crap ever, for Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. We're taking callers here. Before we move on, like I said, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Retweet, go to the blogs, go to the forums, go to the social networking sites, spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know what's going on, all right? Let everybody know what's going on, for Christ's sake, all right? Go everywhere. Anyway, folks, I want to hear from you. Let's take some calls, for Christ's sake. 646-652-4869. What do you think about the markets before we get into the next subject matter? We got 901 on the horn. What's up?
Ghost, why are you so mad, bro?
Well, I'm mad because we got a helter-skelter market on the looms here. We got impulsive investors that don't have balls. You know what I mean? We got a lot of shorters, a lot of day traders, a lot of ass clowns, for Christ's sake, all right? Anyway, you sound too fruity to be on my show anyway. Get him off my life. Get him off! All right, we got Jamie Allen. What's up?
Hey there, Gus. I've been listening to your show lately, and I've heard a couple of things that I think you should be corrected on.
Go ahead.
Okay, to do with the royal wedding, I am British, as you can tell from my accent. Before you start, I have nothing against you or your country, although I do believe you have something against, well, not me personally, but my country. You advertised, well, you said that these stupid hats they were wearing, I agree with you, they were over the top. But one thing you said was that one of the hats was being sold on eBay, and you seem to think that this was because the royal family needed money. This is incorrect. All the proceeds of the hat, which were an eventual £150,000, went to a charity supporting AIDS in Africa.
Okay, let's give the royal family a hand for that. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah, thanks, Royals, for giving a $150,000 donation out of the hundreds of millions that you mooch each month off of the English people. Yeah, thanks for, giving $150,000 to some, Zulu nations in Africa. Yeah, great. Give me a break. I'm not going to sit here and listen to this feudalistic pomp and this propaganda. Get this idiot out. Get him off. All right? First of all, I have nothing against English people. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of English contingent who listen to this broadcast. I have a bunch of English people that are part of the capitalist army. All right? I have nothing against English people. I have nothing against the English country whatsoever. What I do have something against is this ridiculous feudalistic nonsense that is continuing to be pampered by the English people. And I think it's about time that the English people tell this Bavarian royal family that doesn't even have tradition in the British monarchy. Remember, when Lord Cromwell took over the control of the damn monarch, I mean, you know, the British people were lost without a monarchy. You know, they were like, oh, I don't know what to do without my monarchy. I don't know. So they had to go and find a monarchy, but you see, they executed the last heir to the bloodline. Yeah. All right. I mean, seriously, they executed the last heir to the bloodline. So where did they have to go? They had to go to the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. All right, and they had to get some descendant, which was like 3 or 4 generations back when the English had given away some daughter to the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, and that's how they got the monarch. They got King George from the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, and that's what's ruling the British people at this point in time. It's not even the real English family that initially started that monarchy. It's some goddamn Austrian-Hungarian offshoot, and yet you've got these English people that, oh, God save the Queen! Oh, yes, I love my Queen. Are you kidding me? I mean, you know, with all due respect, I mean, you know, that's an old world primitive perception. You know, kings and queens, we don't need to be worshiping that crap anymore. All right? This is the new world where, you know, we don't have to hold on to primitive traditions that are based upon primitive concepts that just want to, oh, yeah, we got a king and a queen and we're going to follow them and we love them. And, we you know, God made them the rulers of my nation and we just have to do it. They have a divine right. They have the divine right to rule and we're just going to have to let them do it, all right? We're going to give them all our money. We're going to give them all our cash. We're going to give them everything because, oh, I love them so much. Like, God save the queen. Shut up. Jesus Christ. It makes me sick. And I know there's some people out here that are pissed because, oh, I'm supposed to, you know, give 2 rats' asses about the monarch, but I don't. And that goes not just for the English monarchs. That goes for every goddamn monarch on the face of this planet, all right? You're a primitive concept. There's no reason why anybody should put you on any kind of higher significance than anybody else. This is an old world concept. We don't need to acknowledge it anymore, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, I want to move on to something else. I think that this next subject matter should really concern people. I want to talk about how the Supreme Court ruled recently that now the cops and the police or the law enforcement no longer need a search warrant to enter your home. That is right. They no longer need to have a search warrant to enter your home. All they got to do is supposedly smell the hint of marijuana odor. And all they've got to do is knock once, say, it's the police, and then knock your door down and come right in and try to, you know, rack up the charges on you so they can look good in their little bureaucratic hierarchy, for Christ's sake. I kid you not. I kid you not. This is the new America that we're living in. Why do you think I continue to do this broadcast? I'm telling you people. I've been telling you people, this is the new totalitarian America, and the only people that continue to call me are these imbeciles that think that this, freedom, this realm of anonymity, this realm of privacy, this realm of, what's left of perceived freedom, it's no longer around. All right? It's no longer around. Now the police can go and break down your door for any freaking reason. And everybody always asks me, well, why, Ghost, do you talk so badly against the cops? It's nothing against the police officers, nothing against law enforcement. It's against the system itself. I mean, there should be no reason why we should be paying so-called law enforcement officers to supposed to protect and serve when they're not. That their job is not to serve and protect, it's to tax collect. These idiots are more worried about getting seatbelt tickets and broken taillight tickets and, all these stupid little traffic infractions so that they can, up their quota, up their bureaucratic clout, if you will. And haven't you noticed that they're always the last on the scene when you got to call 911 up, somebody's breaking in your home? They're always the last one on the scene when somebody's out there, in some kind of a gun battle, for Christ's sake. Always the last ones on the scene. Because they're not out there to serve and protect. They're out there to tax collect, and I think it's ridiculous. And let me tell you something. If something happened to me, if I had some crime inflicted upon me, I'm not going to call the police. Hell no, I'm not calling the police. You know who I'm calling? I'm calling Blackwater, baby. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling Blackwater. I'm calling mercenaries that'll actually have a financial incentive to make sure that, first of all, I'm not only safe, but secondly, take care of any kind of problems that come my way, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to sit here and continue to, embrace this idea that cops are such great people anymore. All right? Let's be honest. This little ruling by the Supreme Court has just made this America into the new totalitarian police state that everybody was afraid of, and nobody, and I'm talking about nobody, gives two rats' asses. All right? Nobody. So it makes me sick to my stomach that here we are, we're in a day and age now where the cops can just kind of go into your house at any whim now, thanks to the Supreme Court, right? Oh, the Supreme Court. Thanks, Supreme Court. The same Supreme Court that selects presidents, the same Supreme Court that, rules on these ridiculous judgings and, protects child pornography and all this other crap. This is the same Supreme Court here. Let me tell you something right now. There's no reason that these people that are on the Supreme Court should have lifetime tenures. If they're going to be making totalitarian rulings like this, there should be no reason that these people in the Supreme Court should have lifetime rulings whatsoever. And let me tell you, I'm calling out everybody within the sound of my voice. You had Anonymous over here. They're being investigated by the feds now because they took down the PlayStation Network for the sake of, geohot, this and that. Are you kidding me? I mean, now that stupid little episode is now going to perpetuate clamping down of the freedoms on the Internet. All right? Now you've got the police officers can come into your home at any point in time, whenever they want to, on the whim. And this is disgusting, man. This is just unbelievably disgusting, but nobody's giving a crap. What are you going to do about it? I mean, what are you idiots going to do about it? You're just going to let cops just come in, whenever they... I mean, before you know it, it's going to be like the English and the British, the British and French wars, where, you'd have to, you'd be forced as a private citizen to let these goddamn soldiers stay in your house, huh? Yeah, well, what are we going to be forced to, feed these coppers if they come into our home, for Christ's sake? Are we going to be forced to, let coppers in for free, or let them have free crap if they come into our damn business establishments? Down here in South Texas, we have an epidemic happening right now where police officers are being charged with DUI. DUI! These are the same people that are supposed to be implementing these laws, and yet they're out here openly breaking them. It really makes me sick that nobody gives two rats' asses about this. Look at these people in the chat room. Look at these people. They don't care. They don't care if the cop comes into their home. They don't care. They do not care. They want a totalitarian state. Why do you think, folks, I've been saying that, and you can look back in the archive, and every year that I have done this broadcast, all right, every year that I've done this broadcast, totalitarianism has sunk its ugly head more and more into our lives. And, we have nobody else to blame but the people in the mirror, because let me explain something right now. This is a government made for the people and by the people. But, of course, the people are more worried about voting for this fat, jelly-ass bitch on Dancing with the Stars, Christy Alley. They're more worried about, voting for the next American Idol than they are worried about protecting their own rights to freedom. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm depressed. I can't believe that this is the new America, for Christ's sake. Makes me sick. I'm going to take some calls here. What do you think about this, huh? Cops have any right now to go into your house whenever they see fit. It's just unbelievably disgusting, you know? This is a new Supreme Court ruling. You can look this up. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass, man. And this was an 8-1 ruling, so they all were down with this totalitarianism. All of them. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about this? We got 386. What's up?
Hey.
What's going on?
I got a question about the Supreme Court thing.
What about it?
What did it do?
You sound too fruity to be on here anyway. We got Andrew Monroe. What's up?
All right, Ghost. How's it going, man?
How's it going?
Not bad.
I know you're calling in from another country. Do they have this type of law enforcement practice in your country? Can the police just kind of go into your house on a whim or on a hunch now and just break down your door for any reason?
Thankfully not yet, but our government is going that way, so probably in the near future.
Oh, man, that's horrible. But go ahead, man. What you got to say?
Okay, well, I got the point made about the show first, and one about current issues. But about the show, my favourite part is Guess the Minority.
Yeah, well, we're about to play that. No, don't get me wrong. We're about to play that. Just hold your horses there, Andrew, and we'll be playing the Guess the Minority game here soon enough. We just need to take a couple more callers, and we'll be in the house. All right, 519. Go ahead.
What do you have fucking Tourette's? Honestly, like, I've never seen a person on the internet just fucking rage out like you do. Someone just says like, "Oh, nigger," and it sounds like you're fucking throwing shit, having a fit. You start coughing like.
First of all, we need to not guess the minority on this. We need to guess how many glory holes that you've been serving this week. I mean, how fruity are you, son? Look, okay, all right, I'll stop talking nonsense to you. I want to ask you a serious question, 519. I'll tell you why I'm raging if you tell me if you have both of your parents in your household.
Okay.
Just yes or no. Yeah, there's no reason to say okay and think about it. Yes or no. Are you just raised by mammy, or do you have mother and father in the picture?
Do you...
No, get this idiot. Get him off! You see, he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit that, yeah, mommy raised me, and that's why I sound like I just popped out of the asshole of Boy George. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Jesus Christ. I mean, this is America, man. I'm not joking. I know there's people who listen to this broadcast, whether live or in the archive. They think that the people that are calling up are somehow plants. They think that I'm somehow, getting people to call up, for Christ's sake. I am not. This is a fragmentation of America. This right here, my friends, is our country, and this is why totalitarianism has implemented itself upon us. This is why ignorance runs rampant. This is why you've got haterism. This is why you have all these problems out here that inspire criminality. It's a disgrace. Anyway, 248, you're on the horn.
I admit I was going to call in and troll you, but this thing about the police kicking in your door without a warrant is far too important. I really wonder when America's finally going to wake up.
This is not a joke anymore, man. Why do you think I've been doing this show? I mean, this is totalitarianism implementing its ugly head, and you know that these cops aren't going to be kicking the doors of drug dealers and molesters. They're going to be going after innocent individuals like ourselves so that we can be a part of this disgusting system that these bureaucrats want to continue to maintain. You know it, and I know it.
Well, no kidding. It started with Bush, and then Obama's continuing it and starting to make it worse.
Well, I mean, what happened? I thought, Obama was supposed to be the big savior out here. Remember in 2008, man? I mean, they were crying when this man came into office. He was supposed to be some utopia. Europe was supposed to, give us a fist bump or something. I mean, we're supposed to have world peace. And what happened?
Turned out the savior was a fake.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. So, what do you think? I mean, are you? Do you happen to be like a pot smoker or something?
No, not at all. I've tried it.
Okay, well, I'm just asking.
Hyperactivity.
No, absolutely. No, I'm just asking because now if they even smell any kind of hint of marijuana residue outside of your door, that is enough probable cause for them to kick down your door, come in, and, you know, the funny part about it is once they kick down your door, and let's say that you don't have any kind of marijuana or any kind of drugs in the home, they'll start probably citating you of all the little stupid municipal little codes that you violated, like, you know, oh, this is an old toilet. You were supposed to implement yourself one of these, water-saving toilets. So that right there is a ticket. And oh, look at this right here. This is a fire hazard. I mean, I'm not joking you, man. This is how the government is going to start doing. It's pathetic. I can't believe that the American people aren't doing anything about it. These people think it's a big joke. It's a big Mr. Rogers' neighborhood freaking vacation, for Christ's sake, and it makes me sick.
Well, it all comes down to laziness.
Jesus
as you've been
Christ,
saying.
man. Anyway, hey, thanks a lot, 248, man. I appreciate it, and hopefully people are out there listening. You know what I'm saying? People are out there listening. I mean, are we going to give the cops, you know, unprecedented power of this nature, for Christ's sake? I mean, have you ever talked to a cop? These coppers aren't very smart, folks. All right, all you have to do is have a high school diploma and go to some stupid police academy, and you can get hired by the force, all right? I'm serious. I'm not joking. As a matter of fact, I mean, I've had a few tickets in my day, and they've all been thrown out because the stupid coppers, couldn't get my license number, written appropriately on the ticket, or they misspelled the street, or they misspelled. I mean, when they make these kinds of errors, I mean, they got to throw out the ticket. And I'm telling you, these are ignorant-ass people. And I'm not saying all of them are, but for the most part, I mean, they're bureaucrats, all right? They're freaking bureaucrats. And what is a bureaucrat? They don't care about anything other than to maintain the legitimacy of their bureaucracy and maintain their income and maintain their pertinence within the system. You know, and you're goddamn right. You know, Bobo over here saying that they are a publicly sanctioned street gang, and that's exactly what they are, folks. And this is a dangerous day in America now. This is a dangerous day in America when we have the cops, thanks to the Supreme Court ruling, have the ability to just go out and say, oh, we smell something in there. We're going to break down your door, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing you can do about it. And even if we don't find anything on you, we'll find something on you. We're cops, all right? We're cops. Oh, what is this? Is this a Cuban cigar? Oh, this is what is this? Is this an electrical outlet? Is this an illegal light bulb? Is this? I'm telling you right now, folks. Once they bust down your door and they don't find anything, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're just going to say I'm sorry? They're going to justify their little hunch. They're going to justify themselves breaking into your door. So they're going to look for anything. It's disgraceful, man. It's just utterly, pathetically disgraceful. And look at a lot of people in here not giving two rat's asses. Look at these people, not giving two rat's asses about what's happening here in America. Unreal, unfreaking real. It's a sad day. It's a sad day in America, for Christ's sake. It's a sad goddamn day in America. Jesus Christ. It's a sad day in America. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Anyway, let me take some more calls here. 646-652-4869. We're reporting on the Supreme Court's ruling that they can just kind of go into your house and knock down your door on a hunch now. But welcome to America. This is it, huh? The land of the free. We're a totalitarian state now. Come on, Maine, because of my kids. Jesus Christ. Area code 404, you're on the horn.
Yo, Ghost. Yeah,
hey,
I hadn't heard about this specifically today, but I recently heard about them doing that in Indiana, where the police could come in without a warrant. And people say, why isn't this on the news? Why isn't the thing you're talking about right now on the news? But it's like, why wasn't the thing about Indiana on the news? That should have been a big story on the news. Indiana itself, just Indiana losing that right, it should have been on a big story on the news.
Yeah, well, the American media, of course, is, in the pocket of our government. I've been saying this for years, man. I mean, if you go back 2008, around that time that I was broadcasting in my heyday, I was telling these people that we are seeing the merging of corporate America and the government. And now it has happened. They fully merged, and they're taking care of one another. The media, of course, is not highlighting things that the government doesn't want highlighted. You've got the people at the CME group conveniently raising their margin requirements to artificially crash the silver and gold market so that they can make people believe that the currency is actually worth the paper it's printed on. You've got, I can go on and on about the different, GM, GE, all the people, Goldman Sachs, all these people that got our tax-paying dollars, and now those dollars are being used against us, especially capitalists out here, especially capitalists.
Yeah, it's not just the media's fault. The people, they're too, like you said, they're too distracted by TV and video games and the internet, and they don't want to go out and actually do some rabble rouse and do a little protesting. Even Britain, you remember back, I don't know, it was probably a month or two ago, and they had those people come in the streets. It was the youth or whatever, and they were raising hell in London. I mean, it didn't get much done, but at least it was something. These people, man, and if you consider the Tea Party anything, then that's a joke.
Oh, man, are you kidding me? The Tea Party is perpetuating Big Brother government. Are you kidding me? I mean, they sit over here and say, oh, we're against, we want less government, we want less spending. And yet, once we want to talk about cutting Social Security, when we start talking about we want to cut Medicaid, Medicare, they don't want to touch it. I mean, that is a government-funded program. Those are government-funded programs. They don't want to touch it. And let me tell you, I mean, what else do we have? I mean, individuals that, like yourself, that are probably not 55 years of age or older. I mean, what do you young people have if, you're going to get taxed Social Security, you're going to be taxed Medicaid that you're never going to see, you have economic opportunities that are very nil. I mean, the best you could be is the general manager of an Applebee's or, possibly the manager at a barista at Starbucks. I mean, there's nothing to do. There's no kind of actual big job anymore. It's a disgrace. This country used to be the bastions of capitalism. We become the damn bastards of capitalism. And I don't know what else to say about this crap. Nobody cares. I mean, you're listening to the broadcast, man. I mean, you listen to all these obnoxious, fruity-sounding, pacifist, vegetarian-sounding bastards that are out here. Oh, yeah, go see this so fruity. You can see me. I mean, they just sound fruity and they sound passive. They're not going to do a damn thing. Meanwhile, America is flushing itself down the totalitarian toilet, and look at these people be complacent. Look at them. Look at him, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry, man. I'm just pissed, man. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Man, anyway.
I mean, yeah, you're pissed for a reason. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for you to be pissed, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway, thanks a lot, 404, man. We appreciate your call all the time, man. Thanks a lot for calling in. Let me tell you, Supreme Court rules that the police don't need a warrant to enter your home. I hope that all of you complacent, ass clowns are happy about it. You understand? I hope that you're all happy about it now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Anyway, we've got Axel on the horn. What's up, Axel? Why don't you get yourself a better computer instead of buying it at the flea market, all right? That little 386SX just ain't going to do it, all right? We got capitalists in the house.
All right, Ghost, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
Is it true you're into bestiality and Vincent the Bay is your love child?
No, but it's actually, true about you and your goddamn gap-tooth, tea-drinking, Elton John worshiping mother over there, spreading her ass cheeks to everybody who'll give her a couple of shillings. Stupid idiot. 111, what's up? Fultz, what's up?
I just had a quick question for you.
What's up?
How can you be so racist and call yourself a melting pot?
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Stop calling me a goddamn racist. And that doesn't only go for you. That goes for every one of you scumbags out there on the internet calling me a goddamn racist. It makes me sick. You people have no right to be spreading those slanderous lies about me, you ass clowns. No right whatsoever. I am a melting pot of friendship. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, all right? I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Mexican. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Oriental, for Christ's sake. And for you ass clowns to be sitting here and telling me and accusing me of any kind of racism is a false indictment, and it's a straight-out lie, and you know it. All right? You know it. So stop calling me a racist, all right? All right, Fultz?
Bro, you don't even know, man. Maybe it's possible to be a racist and not even know it.
I'm not a racist, Fruit Bowl, all right? I'm not a racist. I mean, maybe you're upset because...
He's talking badly against people that are little fruity-ass bastards like myself, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw the racist card in there, Since I'm already taking it up the pooper, I guess I can correlate myself with the racial strife, right? Taking it up the pooper, racial strife, that sounds like an even keel there, right?
Wrong, all right? Wrong. So, Fultz, look. I know you're a little fruity bastard. You've probably been raised by your mammy, but I'm going to get you one more time on this line, and I want you to apologize right now for spreading that slanderous lie about me being a racist, because I'm no goddamn racist, all right?
All right. I'm sorry that you're not...
All right, good. Thanks for apologizing. Get him off! Get him off! All right, thanks for apologizing, you piece of crap. Everybody hear that? Everybody hear that? That's what every one of you need to do. Every one of you need to apologize. You need to, especially you idiots that are putting goddamn YouTube videos about me. Especially all of you idiots that are out here spreading these ridiculous, pathetic excuse for YouTube videos about me, making me look like a jagoff. I don't appreciate it, and you need to cease and desist those YouTube videos. I'm telling you. All right? I'm warning you. I'm warning you, assholes. All right? See, yeah, okay. You keep putting them up and see what happens, all right? You keep putting them up and see what happens. Anyway, obviously you idiots don't care that the Supreme Court, now rules that the police don't need a warrant to enter your home, so I guess y'all don't care about that. Y'all are like, totalitarianism, we love you. So, why continue talking about it if you idiots are, more than happy to take it, So, maybe something that'll spark your little stupid National Enquirer worshipping minds. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I had to leave my wife. She looked like Skeletor. I had to do it. I had to go out and I had to screw up a Mexican that was right there, clean my house. They cleaned my house. I go over here and I got her on my head. And then out came a baby. I mean, are you kidding me, for Christ's sake? If you haven't heard, all right, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all right, we reported that he left Maria Shriver. Well, now comes to find out the reason that he left Maria Shriver was because Arnold Schwarzenegger had a love child that he conceived with a quote-unquote a house employee, all right? Yeah, a house employee, for Christ's sake. Can you believe this crap? I mean, he actually, and I'm just guesstimating. Nobody knows the identity of the housekeeper or the maid or the gardener or whoever it was that Arnold laid the pipe to. But I'm willing to bet that it's a Mexican kid. So I'm telling you right now, everybody be on the lookout out there in California. If you see Arnold with some Mexican kid at a taco stand having that fatherly father-son type bonding time, I think that, possibly we could have a Mexican Arnold out here, all right? I'm not joking. I mean, come on, it's California, all right? It's California. I mean, who else would be working as a quote-unquote house employee? Who the hell else would be, huh? I mean, when was the last time you saw a house employee that wasn't an ethnic minority, all right? And let me tell you, I wouldn't trust anybody that wasn't an ethnic minority as a housekeeper, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Anyway, now here we go. I'm the racist now. I'm the racist. Look, I'm just guesstimating that, Arnold Schwarzenegger supposedly has a love child, and this was 10 years ago. The child is 10 years old, all right? The child is 10 years old. He had it, was a quote-unquote house employee, and all I'm saying, it had to be one of these Consuela, bimbos that, kind of was a little younger than your typical housekeeper. She bent over her hot tamale ass at Arnold, and Arnold had to, just get to the chopper, and he had to tag it. Obviously. And as a result, obviously Arnold goes in bareback because, if Arnold had used some sort of prophylactic, we wouldn't happen to be discussing this Mexican Arnold that could be floating around out here. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I want to talk about this a little bit. I want to hear what you have to say. What do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger actually coming out saying he has a love child from a quote-unquote house employee? I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got Karen. Are you there, Karen? That was actually kind of a cool song. Everybody do the dinosaur. Everybody come get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Break it down, baby. So, yeah, I can dig that. 678, you're on the horn. What do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Dude, honestly, I don't give a fuck about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't see
well, then we don't care about your little fruity-sounding ass, for Christ's sake. Good God. Are you kidding me? I mean, the least you could do is sound off like you got up here like, hey, yo, I don't give a fuck about Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, I don't care, everybody make fun of me because I don't know how to do it on a big word, you know what I mean? I mean, there would have been some lulls at that, but not with that fruity voice, all right? Go back to your father, give him a smack, and ask him why he wasn't in your life to show you how to be a real man, because obviously, you're lacking some manly qualities with that feminine voice that you're pronouncing here on this broadcast. Anyway, I want to talk to somebody about Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's fathered a love child from a quote-unquote house employee. I'm guesstimating it's a Mexican, and if it isn't a Mexican, it's an Asian, So just imagine we got either a Mexican or an Asian Arnold, walking around out here. You know what I mean? I mean, that would be great. If it's an Asian Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around, I would want Commando 2 hamster style. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I mean, that's what the next movie should be, Commando 2 hamster style. Anyway, let's take some more callers. 000, what's up, man?
You're a funny guy, Sully. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last. Remember, Sully, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Matrix. You promised.
I lied.
That's a great movie, man. Thanks for the soundboard, and it wasn't funny. All right, but I like Commando 2. Are you kidding me? I mean, I bet you every male that's listening to the sound of my voice, no matter how old you are, you saw Commando and thought that you can go into some South American country and single-handedly take it over with a, semi-automatic weapon and a couple of grenades. I kid you not, all right? I mean, you saw that idiot Arnold Schwarzenegger carry the saw rifle. Yeah, he's carrying the saw with one hand. Yeah, okay, buddy, sure. Anyway, who else we got? We got Joe Swanson in the place. What's up?
Yeah, Ghost. Is your son a mostly on Paperboy?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we got this sick, twisted bastard. What the hell's your excuse? What do you want?
Well, I know I make you angry, Ghost, but if you get sweaty and want to take your shirt off, that'd be just fine.
You know, you're a real sick son of a bitch, you know that?
I know, Ghost. How's your son, by the way? He's not called me in a few days.
This son of a bitch. Get this idiot off. I could get him off! Goddamn Woody Allen, butt-loving, Roman Polanski pedophile, for Christ's sake. So last thing we need is some goddamn subject on Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator to be talking on this broadcast, for Christ's sake. That's the last thing we need. Jesus Christ, man. I get no respect, you know what I'm saying? No freaking respect whatsoever. You know, I do this broadcast. I mean, I'm shooting pearls here. You know what I'm saying? And nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to get an opinion from somebody out there. I mean, I want to know. I mean, you know, remember, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. He was the goddamn governor of California. And meanwhile, he had some, Mexican Arnold or a Chinese Arnold, walking around out there, for Christ's sake. You know, Kung Fu Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Walking around out here. And, I would like to know what's up with Shriver. You know what I mean? Hey, Shriver, how could you stay with this man knowing that, he bumped the Help? I mean, he was banging the Help, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking, Shriver, I know, you're looking like Skeletor right now. You're kind of falling apart. I mean, I get it, all right? I get it. You're not up to yourself, but, hey, come on. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you know what? I haven't even drank a beer here. You know what I mean? Where's the beer? Do I have any beer here? Yeah, we got beer right here, for Christ's sake. Here's some beer. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Since it was a bad day on the market, baby, I can't drink the good stuff, so I got some Kentucky Fried Chicken piss, Billy Carter beer, that cheap-ass beer, but who cares? It's getting the job done. And, it's only Tuesday, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? It's only Tuesday, baby. So cheers to all the true capitalists out there that are listening in to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Cheers to all of you, and all of you ass clowns who are just, coming into my broadcast to try to agitate, to try to spread slanderous lies about me being some kind of a racist. For all you people that are doing this, this cheers is not for you. This cheers is for all the true capitalists out there and all the people that are spreading around like goddamn wildfire that True Capitalist Radio is in effect in the house. Let me go ahead and drink some of this goddamn beer here. And remember, you got to be over 21 to drink beer, so, come on. All right, here we go. Although, what I don't understand, though, is if they can send you to war at 18 years old, why in the blue hell can they not allow you to go out and drink a couple of brewskis, Can somebody explain that to me? I mean, they can send your ass to war at 18 years old. They can send you to die, but you can't go out and, chug a few beers. You can't, take a couple of shots of some cheap-ass bottles of hooch. I mean, it's just stupid, Anyway, we're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger here, folks, and it doesn't seem like anybody gives two rats' asses. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like anybody cares that, we could have a Mexican or an Asian Arnold walking around somewhere. Or, you know what? I mean, I didn't want to approach this. But could Arnold have jungle fever? Could he have jungle fever? I'm just saying. Look, I know. I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't want to approach that aspect of Arnold Schwarzenegger's, sexual urges. But you never know. Maybe it was, maybe it was somebody of the black persuasion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was Shaniqua with long, fingernails, dusting off the dust off of the furniture over there. You know what I mean? And he sees that Shanae ass, which is just natural because of all the cornbread that they be eating out there. And he was like, oh, yes, I got to have it. I got to do it now. I'm just saying, I don't know. I want to hear from you. We are in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, retweet the broadcast. I mean, there's a whole bunch of little buttons below the player. I don't know if you're listening in. There's a whole bunch of buttons. There's little Facebook like buttons. All right, go ahead and press that one. There's tweet this buttons. There's share this buttons. There's embed this buttons. Use and abuse those buttons and spread it around, baby. Oh, and not to mention, once you follow me on Twitter, baby, follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow, all right? Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores. Follow me up. Anyway, let's take some more callers here. We're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger having a love child, and you know what? We might as well play Guess the Minority now, right? I mean, we're technically kind of, guessing now. I mean, if there's anybody in California, please give me a call right now, 646-652-4869. Have you been seeing Arnold hang around with any strange minority kids? Have you seen him at a taqueria possibly, or I don't know, maybe a payway? Or someplace, with some, kid that's just not, it doesn't look like it should be within his vicinity, but he's out there. Oh, yes, I am, man. I mean, give me a call right now, 646-652-4869. I mean, I want to hear you. We've got area code 678. What's up?
Ghost, man, I completely agree with you.
What's going on, man?
About Arnold, man. I'm a racist. I'm a racist like you. So
shove it up your ass, all right? I'm not a racist, all right? I'm not going to sit over here and allow you to, make that inference about me, because I am not a racist. And I repeat, I am not a racist, and I'm sick and tired of you assholes continuing to say that, all right? Look, we're just trying to have ourselves a friendly game of Guess the Minority here, all right? The hell's so wrong about that? As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and play that right now. All right, folks, we're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid. And, folks, if you're ready, let's go ahead and play Guess the Minority. That's right, we're playing Guess the Minority right now. What we're trying to figure out is what kind of poontang did Arnold Schwarzenegger lay and actually impregnate? That's right, and we're taking your calls right now, 646-652-4869. We're playing Guess the Minority. What do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger banged to produce the kid, the love child, right now? Go ahead and give me a call right now, 646-652-4869. We go trumping, are you there trumping?
You fuck goats, you homo.
Oh, there's still in my lucky charms. What? Jesus Christ, man. No wonder you Europeans are falling apart. I mean, that's what you have to listen to, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. And not to mention, man, you notice the Europeans, I mean, with all due respect to the Europeans, of course, I have nothing against Europeans, but y'all guys are not really funny. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are not really funny. You're kind of drab and bland and... you really suck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, you're just not funny. I know that you want to, say something that's, goats, I mean, it just doesn't sound funny. As a matter of fact, the only comedian that I can recollect that was attempted to be sold here in America by you Europeans was Eddie Izzard. Eddie Izzard, for Christ's sake, and he is a trans-testicle, all right? This is a guy who dresses up like Rosie O'Donnell, and gets on the stage and says comedy, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm not joking. You can look this guy up. This is what Europe is trying to sell to us, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's take some more calls here. We got 213 on the horn. What's going on, 213? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Hey, first, I wanted to say, you were talking just a second ago about a comedian that the British have brought to the U.S. And I have to say Liam Gallagher, the head singer of Oasis, he was pretty funny, Ghost.
Liam Gallagher wasn't a comedian, man. He was a singer. Liam Gallagher wasn't a comedian. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a funny looking bowl haircut. He looked like one of the Dumb and Dumber brothers, but I mean, he wasn't a comedian.
Yeah, well, over there in England, they might have thought of him as a artist, but to me, he was a comedian, Ghost. He was better than Jon Stewart, baby.
Yeah, I can agree with that. He is better than Jon Stewart. So, hey, look, you're in California, right? You were around when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in power up there. What do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger having a love child, that's apparently 10 years old? Apparently he was banging the help. He was banging the help. So what do you think about it, given the fact that you're, one of these ghetto-fied entitlement recipient losers that, maybe has some kind of, Jesus Christ, stop choking that kid. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what do you think about this crap?
I think, honestly, Ghost, within the black community, and I'm not just talking about, in 213, I'm talking about in the black community in general, Bill Clinton was looked at as like one of us because he was a pimp, because he was sticking cigars up bitches' vaginas. So,
man, wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He was looked at as a pimp. Are you meaning to tell me that's why Black America, embraced him as the black president because you thought he was a pimp? Because he was sticking cigars up women's twats? Are you kidding me? He was contributing for Toys for Twats?
Oh, yeah, baby. Look. Most of America says that Barack Obama was the first black president, baby, but Bill Clinton was, in our opinion. And that's coming from the black community. Hey, you go on any message board, I guarantee all the black people, they love Bill Clinton, Ghost, if they were old enough to remember him. He was the original. He was the OG pimp of the White House. You know what I'm saying? Barack Obama's like that skinny kid that gets picked last at a basketball game. But I love Barack Obama. I ain't hating on Barack Obama. Barack Obama got Bin Laden, baby, one kid's dream. He was able to rock it.
All right. Now, okay, I know that you're worshiping all your liberal idols. You're worshiping all the liberals that gave you your entitlement recipient checks, that gave you all this, money. Okay, I get it, okay? Well, I'm asking you, what do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, do you think that, we should look bad upon this stupid idiot because he actually banged the help? I mean, that's really what I want to know. I mean, do you think he's a bad guy for banging the help?
No, baby, if it was consensual, what does it matter, Ghost? What does it matter? If the sex was consensual and he's taking care of the kid, what does it matter, Ghost? He has plenty of money. He's made his money. He had a kid with a girl, whatever. As long as he's taking care of his responsibilities as a father the same way that I do and lives like a capitalist the same way I do, why should we care, Ghost? I don't get it.
Well, for one, I mean, this guy was supposed to be some kind of a role model, and not only as a Hollywood actor, but, also as a politician out here. And now, we've come to know him as some, ass clown that's just kind of, let's be honest, I mean, he's a womanizing, borderline rapist, for Christ's sake.
I wonder, Ghost, I kind of wonder, like, when that woman was like, I'm pregnant, did fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger be like, it's not a tumor? I wonder if he asked him if it was not a tumor, Ghost.
Yeah, I know it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. I have a baby and not a tumor. Yeah, no kidding, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, do you have anything else to say, 213? What's going on?
No, I ain't really got nothing to say, baby. I'm just, counting down the days. It's like 17 more days before I get my check. And, then it's red meat and Similac and Cisco all day after that.
You silly bastard. Get this idiot off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. I'm sick of hearing that kid cry. I'm sick of hearing him. Jesus Christ. Every day this guy calls up, rubs it in the face of capitalists throughout the world that he's collecting all these government entitlements, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. The hell is going on with this crap? Anyway, we're going to take a couple of more callers related to this Arnold Schwarzenegger love child. We're trying to, guess the minority, whether or not if we have any kind of I don't know, Mexican Arnolds or, Asian Arnolds, or, hey, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if, he banged a black chick and there's actually, a black Arnold out there? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like a black Arnold, for Christ's sake, just kind of jiving down the street, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God, that's great. Anyway, let me go ahead and take some calls here. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got, who else we got? We got, Jesus Christ, got a lot of people. 732, what's up?
I am a communist, and Windows 7 was my idea.
And that's supposed to be funny? You think that's funny for you? That winning brownie points?
Capitalism sucks dick.
That's major fail. Major fail. Oh, man, that's horrible, man. Jesus Christ. Your goddamn father should be repeatedly beaten in the balls with an Acme brick for producing such a lame waste of human life like yourself, for Christ's sake. I mean, goddamn, everybody, you got all the attention focused on you, I call your number, you got all the attention focused on you, and the best you can come up with is, oh, yeah, communism. I mean, give me a goddamn break. Jesus Christ. Who else we got over here? We got 111. What's up?
Hey, Ghost, I'll trade you my Charizard.
Yeah, you sound fruity to be on here, for Christ's sake. Grow some hair on your nads, call back. 200, you're on the horn. You're fruity, too. We got steak and ribs on the horn. What's up, steak and ribs?
I was raised without a father, and yeah, I still talk to him.
Fucking hate you, Ghost, you cunt.
Yeah, right. If you hate me, why are you hanging on my nuts like a goddamn chongo? You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you I'm bilingual, all right? So all you idiots that are saying that I'm a racist, hey, I speak a little bit of Mexican too, all right? I'm down here in Texas. I know how to speak Mexican. You're going to sit over here and say that I'm racist. This guy's hanging on my nuts like a goddamn chongo, and he's going to sit over here and say that he hates me, for Christ's sake. Just keep listening. Keep listening, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's continue going. I'm going to move on to another subject matter. I want to talk about the wife of Dominique Strauss-Kahn. For all you folks who don't know who Dominique Strauss-Kahn is, he's the head of the International Monetary Fund that was recently nabbed by the NYPD for allegedly sexually assaulting a maid in some $3,000 a night hotel. Believe it or not, we talked about this yesterday. According to reports, this head of the International Monetary Fund was actually buck naked. Buck naked, walks in on this, maid, for Christ's sake, and the maid is startled by, the disgusting specimen that's sitting there with his wang out. She attempts to leave the room, tries to leave. He runs after her with old balls sagging and all, running after her, allegedly gets her, puts her to the ground, and sexually assaults her, allegedly rape. Apparently there's enough evidence on this case to keep this guy without bail, all right? I mean, to keep him without bail, for Christ's sake, which I think is great. I mean, I think that I can only see Dominique Strauss-Kahn, this socialist asshole, in Rikers Island right now. I hope that there's some big, humongous, 6'7", 450-pound black guys that are giving him 15.5 inches of Alabama black snake up his clogged up colon hole for being such a socialist bastard, all right? And I'm sure he'd love that too. Like, oh yeah, croissant, oh. Jesus Christ. Anyway, 646-652-4869. The reason I bring up Dominique Strauss-Kahn, because his wife came out today. Yeah, his third wife, and guess what? She's standing by her man, and she's gonna have a shoulder to cry on because she loves this French frog, and she's gonna stay with him too. Just give me a break. What do you think about this bitch standing, with this socialist, huh? Stand by your man. I mean, give me a break, all right? I mean, they obviously got documented evidence of this guy going out buck naked, literally giving the old in out to some maid, for Christ's sake. 785, you're on the horn.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can tell that idiot wants some Samoan meat packed in his can, for Christ's sake. I mean, any kind of a grown man who's going to call up and say, you smell when The Rock is cooking? I mean, are you still watching wrestling, for Christ's sake? I mean, asshole, wrestling's fake. All right? Not to mention, is it fake? It's so fruity at this point in time, man. I mean, it's starting to turn into a homosexual soap opera. You know, I mean, that's what it started. A homosexual soap opera. You've got muscle-bound men in panties, you know, wrestling around a ring out there, you know, half-ass acting. I mean, the acting is disgraceful, for Christ's sake. Are you kidding me? And, you know, you grown men are actually still sitting here watching this as legitimate entertainment? You know? I mean, it's no coincidence why we have, you know, such latent homosexuals who sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops predominant as the American male stereotype in today's America, because if they're sitting here watching wrestling, which, like I said, is nothing more than muscle-bound idiots in panties wrestling around a ring, well, then it's just no coincidence why our goddamn social landscape of America is being flushed down the damn Sodom and Gomorrah toilet, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. 732, what's up? Man, you're taking too long. Get this idiot off. Get him off. We got I Know the Minority. What's going on?
I just wanted to call you, let you know.
Shut up, you stupid idiot, and stop those soundboards, all right? Stop making those goddamn soundboards, you milky-licking piece of nipple-clamp-loving, butt-plug-up-the-ass-looking, wish you were as cool as ghost-having, hot dog tickling your ass-crack-having, milky-licking, chicken-eating cornboy crap. Cease and desist the soundboards. Cease and desist the YouTube videos. I'm not joking with you assholes. Do you understand me? I'm not joking. This is the last time. This is the last time I'm going to warn you bastards. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're talking about Dominique Strauss-Kahn, the head of the International Monetary Fund, in jail without bail in Rikers Island for allegedly giving the old in-out to some maid that was reluctant. And apparently his wife is sticking by him. You know, his wife is sticking by this French frog croissant-sucking bastard. And, you know, I just want to see what people have to say about it, all right? Let's see it. 928, you're on the horn.
Hello?
Yeah, you sound too fruity to be on here. 111, what's up?
Hey, Gus.
What's up? Yeah, you sound kind of fruity, too. Who else we got here? We got, hey, the Faults. Didn't you just call up here, and didn't we just come to the assumption that you're our fruit bowl bastard?
No, that was not the concern.
Yeah, well, I do. I think so, all right? I think so, all right? You're a fruit bowl. So sit over there and, you know, look for some imbecilic ass clown to finger bang over the internet with so you can put your red ball gag in your mouth and have him slap your ass until it's candy apple red, you milky liquor. Jesus Christ. I mean, look, folks, this is what I deal with, man. This is the kind of crap I deal with on a consistent basis out here, and it's not fair. Let me go ahead and take a swig of this beer. Let me get some beer here. We need some more beer. We got more beer here. Got some more beer. Yeah, we got beer right here. Let me open up another beer here. Oh, yeah. Woo! Hey, cheers to everybody out there, all the true capitalists that are chilling like some insane villains, man. What's going on? Sorry, folks. Like I said, we were talking about Dominique Strauss-Kahn, his wife standing by her man, because, you know, where else is she going to go? You know what I'm saying? Where else is she going to go? All right, I mean, she loves the power. Yes, she does. She loves the power from Dominic Strauss-Kahn. He had the power. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter. I don't really give a crap about this International Monetary Fund fat prostate-infected bastard. I really don't care about him. What should we talk about here? NATO helicopters strike army post in Pakistan. And according to reports, it's in this Waziristan area, which of course is heavily tribal. And the reason NATO actually crossed the border of Pakistan to deliver these airstrikes, because according to reports, there was an exchange of fire at that particular border. So NATO kind of called in some of these, I guess, Black Hawks or one of these goddamn helicopters to go in, killing 5 people out there in the Waziristan area. So let me tell you, as much as, John Kerry, he's out there in Pakistan trying to claim that, Pakistan and America's relations are great. Well, let me tell you something right now. It's getting testy. It's getting damn testy. We're going out there. We're going across their borders. We're implementing military strategies. And let me tell you, the people are pissed off. The people are pissed off out there. They're out there bombing their own people. I mean, it's disgraceful. I mean, what's going on here in this world? Anyway, NATO once again hits in the Pakistani border some airstrikes through Black Hawk helicopters, killing 5. Pakistan's a little pissed. According to reports, they're like, I can't believe you assholes did this in my country. I'm going to kick your ass. So they're a little upset. So let's take some calls here. 111, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, can I have a bacon out of your cheese hole?
No, it's okay. No, and first of all, why do people call up taking lines that I said on my show and then using them as their own? I mean, it's sad that that's the personalities that we're dealing with out here in today's America, for Christ's sake. This is it. This is what we're dealing with. This is America. This is why we're being flushed down the toilet. This is why we can't get on a plane without showing our Johnson to some TSA worker. This is why we've got 6-year-old girls being patted down by TSA workers for quote-unquote national security purposes. This is why we have, idiots now. These cops can knock down our doors on a hunch. I mean, this is just stupid. This is just unbelievable. It's just pathetic, stupid, and this is why America's being flushed down the toilet. You know what I mean? It sucks. It really does suck, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, I'm trying to talk about the NATO helicopter striking an army post in Pakistan within the borders. And, of course, Pakistan's a little upset about this. They're claiming 5 people are dead. This is infuriating an already delicate situation out here with Pakistan. And I want to hear what you have to say about it, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's obvious you don't care about your own country. It's obvious you don't give 2 rats' asses about America. So, we're talking about other countries right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I know that you idiots are saying that, these are fake callers, Ghost. There's no way that Americans are thinking like this. There's no way that Americans are this stupid. No, they're this stupid, folks. All right? I mean, the American people are now becoming a threat to America's freedom. All right? These American losers that got into debts that no honest person can pay, these American losers that had children they couldn't afford, these American losers that are foreclosed on their homes, that got their cars taken away, that defaulted on secured debt, that jeopardized the integrity of the economic system, these individuals are now jeopardizing the civility of our country. Do you understand? They are jeopardizing the civility of our country. And what we need to realize is that no longer should the masses have the right to vote. I tell you this right now, if government would completely change and completely be more efficient if we strip the people of their right to vote. Now, who should be voting, right? People are saying, I can't believe that. How can you sit there and say that you want to take away voting from the masses? Well, I'll tell you why. Because look around, you assholes. Look at the consequence of allowing these American people to participate in the political process. Look at the consequence of the masses participating in this political experiment. Look at it. All you have to do is go to a goddamn supermarket, all right, and look at the goddamn sour scowls you get as people walk by you and look at what's in your basket. And if you have anything better than they have, these idiots look at you as if you just kicked them in the nuts or something, huh? They look at you cross-eyed, like you're the one with the problem. They look at you with envy and greed. Why? Because you're living better than they are. Because they're pathetic losers that made their own life decisions to put them in the situation that they're in. And they don't want to take personal responsibility for this crap. No one wants to take personal responsibility for their own bad decisions. And my friends, this is the masses of America. A bunch of ass clowns that don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. They instead want to go to Big Brother government begging for food cards. They want to go to Big Brother government begging for housing voucher programs, free insurance, free everything. And I'm telling you right now, folks, the threat to America's freedom are the individuals right here in America. The so-called masses out here in America are a threat to America's freedom. And what I'm saying is that no longer should the masses have the right to vote. All right? No longer should the masses have the right to vote. You know who should have the right? The exclusive right. The only right to vote. The capitalists. That's right. The capitalists should have the right to vote, the exclusive right to vote, the only right to vote. That's right. There should be a prerequisite before you get into that goddamn polling booth that you show a tax return from last year. That's right. You show a tax return from last year before you go in and place a goddamn vote. You have to show that you're actually paying for this government that you are voting for or against. I'm not joking, folks. It's that simple. It's that simple. You show a tax return. You show that, hey, I work at Mickey D's and I paid this much taxes. Hey, I work as a business owner. I paid this much taxes. Hey, I did this and I paid this much taxes. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. I've said this time and time again. It doesn't matter if you clean enema bags for a living. It doesn't matter if you clean the leftover secretions after a night at the XXX Theater. It doesn't matter if you clean toilet bowls for a living or work at Mickey D's or an entrepreneur or a CEO, just as long as you are a taxpayer and do not collect any government entitlements. Well, my God, you should have more of a say-so in the political process than these minions, than these imbeciles that don't want to take personal responsibility, than these morons that want to blame everybody but their own self for their own faults. And that's why I'm saying, folks, this is why we're seeing totalitarianism. This is why we're seeing these types of judgments by the Supreme Court. This is why we're seeing 6-year-old girls being damn near molested before they get on a plane thanks to some TSA worker. This is why, all right? This is why we are seeing this, because we have allowed the masses to participate in the political process. And if we don't continue to see writing on the wall, if we don't see that the threat to America's freedom are the masses themselves, then we're going to be living like China. Then we're going to be living like China, for Christ's sake. And I don't know about you, but I don't like totalitarianism. I don't like totalitarianism. I don't like Big Brother government shoving its ugly iron fist in my face. I don't like it. And I'm calling on all capitalists, all true capitalists throughout the world. It's time for us to assert our authority. It's time for us to assert ourselves as the financiers of these governments. We finance these little people. We pay these little people. It's time for us to assert our authority throughout the international community. It's time for us to separate ourselves from the masses, because we don't want to be in the same vicinity. We don't want to be in the bread lines as the rest of the masses are going to be here in the next 10 to 15 years. We want to separate ourselves from these disrespectful, ungrateful pieces of garbage. And I don't care what you are, what race, gender. I mean, I see no color, I see no gender. As long as you're a capitalist, by God, I would die with you on the front lines protecting this great ideology of capitalism. And I mean that, for Christ's sake. I mean that. You give me capitalism or give me death. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like these idiots that are accepting their own totalitarianism, that are accepting their own serfdom. All right? I'm a capitalist. I'm a goddamn capitalist, and I'm not going to let these goddamn big brother governments sit over here and wave their fingers in my face when I'm financing these little people. The capitalists are financing these little people. And us as capitalists need to take power, and we need to take it as soon as possible. That's why I am trying to motivate. I'm trying to galvanize all the capitalists that are listening to me. There's no time for games. There's no time for pussyfooting around. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to do whatever it takes to make sure that we spread this idea of capitalism throughout the international community. Because I don't know about you assholes, but I like the fact that I can basically attain my own destiny. I can seek and make whatever it is I want my future to be. You can't do that under these collective models. You can't do this under these communist, socialist, totalitarian, government-based models, for Christ's sake. And that's why I'm saying, us as capitalists, we have to separate ourselves from these masses. These masses have already made their decisions. They want to collect entitlements. They want to be losers. They want to trivialize life. They want to just shit out children for the sake of getting more entitlements from our government. They want to trivialize life so that they can, make every excuse in the world why they're a pathetic loser because, you're not understanding, baby, my kids. My kids, baby. You not understand, baby. I need all this government entitlement. I need all the government cheese, baby, because of my kids, baby. My kids. You're not understanding, baby. My kids. It's disgusting. It really is. Anyway, we were talking about NATO helicopters striking an army post within the borders of Pakistan. But I also want to talk about the UN court. The United Nations court has sentenced an ex-Rwandan general, Augustin Bizimungu. That's right. Augustin Bizimungu was sentenced to life in prison for, get this, all right, get this. He was in charge of over 800,000 people dying in Rwanda in a complete genocide. And the United Nations gave this idiot life in prison. Life in prison for 800,000 deaths? Huh? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Augustin Bizimungu. This guy was the general of the Rwandan genocide that killed 800,000 people. And the United Nations gave this guy life in prison, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's just disgusting, man. What a horrific display that this international institution is implementing itself. But once again, everybody likes institutionalism, right? They like bureaucracy, you know? I mean, I don't understand why this guy didn't get tortured to death, you know? Seriously, I mean, 800,000 people, slaughter. Jesus Christ, let me take a swig of this beer, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We got 972 on the horn. What's going on?
Hey there, Ghost.
What's on?
About that Bizimungu dude. You know what? They should have killed him. They should have just turned him over to his people, or to his former people, and just kicked his ass.
Well, believe it or not, I mean, he was such a threat that he's still feared amongst his people. If they let him amongst his people, you never know, he could still get enough political clout and attain power again. I mean, what they should have done is executed this son of a bitch, literally just extract his testicles from his body, put it in his mouth like the El Salvador Death Squad used to do back in the 80s. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the El Salvador Death Squad? Oh, man, those guys were some hardcore mofos, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would kill you, take your testicles off your body, put them in your mouth, and then, take a picture of you with it. All right, El Salvador Death Squad. Anyway, that's what I think should happen, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. It's really shitty, just hearing about all that, because, man, fuck, man. They should just put them under a rock, and they should just cook them alive, because, I don't know, man.
No, I hear you, man. Hey, thanks for calling 972, and I hear you, But this is it. This is America, and this is the world. International institutionalism, all right? Let's take some more calls here. We got 704 on the horn. What's up?
Yeah, hey, Ghost. I was wondering if you don't support the United Nations decision to give this guy life in prison, then how can you call yourself a true capitalist? Because life in prison generates profit for the prison industry. Aren't you in favor of more profits rather than just executing them? I mean, that's not going to make any money.
No, well, first of all, I'm not for profit prisons, all right? I'm not for that, all right? I think that, this quasi system that we have by having the government subcontract prison systems to private industry has been a complete mess, all right? I mean, it's been a complete mess. I mean, let me tell you, if we're going to have private prisons, then let us have private prisons. This quasi-merging of government and private enterprise in this prison system has made more prisoners of Americans than anybody ever could have thought. And it has created some kind of apparatus of law enforcement that is driven to making sure that even innocent people, I mean, it's no longer about criminals. Haven't you noticed this? Haven't you watched Cops and noticed that, these cops, they take down their perpetrator and they're like, hey, didn't I just turn you in last week and we had a high-speed pursuit? Didn't we just put you in jail last week? Yeah. Yeah, these idiots know just, hey, I'm already a criminal. I can just kind of revolve around the damn jail door. I already know how to game the system. But if you're somebody who's innocent, oh, my God, if you're somebody who got pulled over and is innocent and you have no kind of infractions upon your record, if you have no type of criminal history, oh, my God, this is when the cops really start turning on the heat on you. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is where they try to look far and wide to make sure that they can somehow put you in the system. I'm not joking, folks. I mean, these cops in America today are not here to serve and protect. They're there to tax collect. And if you're a police officer taking offense to this, well, why don't you go out and fight some crime? But you know what? If you actually go out and fight some crime, you'll end up like Serpico. And for you folks that are young, that don't know the story of Serpico, you need to go look at that movie. That's an Al Pacino movie. I mean, that was a real honest cop that wanted to fight crime and ended up almost getting killed by the police force of the NYPD because the NYPD doesn't want to fight crime. They don't want to actually do their jobs. You know what I mean? These people just want to go out and tax collect and make their bureaucratic record look that much better so that they can work their way up the hierarchy. Work their way up the damn dumbass law enforcement hierarchy, for Christ's sake. So that's all there is to it. Let me kick some assholes out of here first of all. All right, let me kick some of these idiots out of here because I'm getting about sick and tired of these idiots. All right, Mother Russia, get out! I love Mother Russia. Get that idiot! Get him out! Get these Russian dumb idiots out of here! Get these cockeyed, vodka-drinking bastards out of here. Get out! Get them out! Sick and tired of these goddamn cockeyed Russians coming in with all this dumbass malarkey, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, you Vladimir Lenin uncut, penis-loving crap. 337, you're on the horn.
Hey.
Shut up. 704, you're on the horn. 704, you there? Or you just? No, he's not there. He's out of there. We got 928. You're on the horn.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Hi, my name's Patrick. I'd like to make a shout-out to all my bros out there. I know they're probably listening in. And there's some stuff that really pisses me off. Like, I know I have the same problem that you do with people making dumbass YouTube videos of me. I mean, that kind of pisses me off. I mean, I know I'm kind of talking off topic right now. But, you know, that shit just pisses me off. Because, you know...
You see how dumb our young people are? I mean, isn't this a common theme of kids calling up and kind of sounding uncertain about themselves? You know what I mean? I mean, they're just like, it's just, I just don't know, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is why America's being flushed down the toilet. They can't even come up with a goddamn prank call. They can't even say what's on their mind. You know, they've been completely dumbed down by all the fucking Prozac and all the goddamn Ritalin and all this other crap, for Christ's sake. Stupidity. Jesus Christ. Who else we got here? We got another 111. What's up?
Hey, Ghost. Hey, baby. Just wonder if I could have the baby.
You stupid fruit bowl. Another 111. What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're taking too long. It's Miller time. What's going on? It's Miller time.
Hi, Ghost. I called you last night. Held for 3 hours, but I couldn't get through.
Shut up. You sound too fruity to be on here, too. We got, who else? We got Axel again. Yeah, did you get your crap straight, Axel?
No, I did not, though.
Yeah, of course, you Russian bastard. Of course you wouldn't get it right. Who else we got here? We got Gollum Capitalist. You there?
Where's my precious Ghost?
Can't even understand you. You know, take that 486 SX and shove it up your swap meet buying ass. 111, what's up?
Hey, baby, I was wondering why you hung up on me last time.
Because you sound stupid, man. It doesn't even sound funny. You sound like some stupid stoner, you know, calling up saying, yeah, dude, you know what I'm going to do, dude? I'm going to call up, Ghost, dude, and, dude, I'm going to pretend I'm gay, dude, and just be like, hey, baby, dude, yeah, dude, Maui, wowie, man, dude. Jesus Christ. Get this idiot off, man. Where's a cop in his vicinity when you need one, right? 111, what's up? Well, we don't want to hear God Bless America, right? Wheatley, you're there, Wheatley?
Blood! 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 Attack! The trophy is mine!
All right. Maybe you should take your colon and take the mic out of it, because all we can hear is nothing but echo, my friend. That's all we can do. Man, I'm not taking any more 111 calls, so you can shove it up your ass. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a break. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a goddamn break. You know what I'm saying? I need to drink some more beer anyway. Who knows? I might even just end the show, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, it's Tuesday. It's $1 you call it's down there on 6th Street in Austin, Texas right now. $1 you call it's. All right? And I just don't want to, continue to be besmirched on my program, for Christ's sake, when I've got $1 you call it's calling me down there on 6th Street. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me take a chug of this beer, for Christ's sake. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking, man. I mean, I got $1 you call. Anything you want at the bar out there on Tuesday nights, it's dollars, baby. $1 you call it. You want $1 Crown Royal and Coke, baby? It's $1. You want $1 Corona, $1 Dos Equis? $1, baby. Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and take a break here. Let me take another break. See, what should I play for these ass clowns, huh? Let me see here. Okay, I got a song for you. Look, this goes out to everybody who's a fruity bastard that keeps calling up my program. And you know who you are. I'm talking about you dumb fruity bastards that call up.
Ghost, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I want to see your toolbox. And
I mean, you sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you're chapping your penis to, naked pictures of Ricky Martin's ass crack. You know who I'm talking about. This right here goes out to your mother. All right? Because I know it's your mother's freaking fault. It's your mother's damn fault for raising such a femmy kid, a femmy male, all right? A femmy-ass male. This goes out to your dish rag whore of a mother, all right? Your dirty, disgusting dish rag whore of a mother. Go ahead and throw it on, engineer. Throw it on right now.
Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a whore. She sucks cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank. Your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick. Your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and she swallows dicks. Your mom's a coos. Your mom's a goose. She fucks the Muslims and sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. She left me with a nasty itch. Your mom's a slut. Your mom's a slut. She likes cucumbers up her butt. Your mom's a hooker. She's not a looker. Always complaining how her puss is aching. Which is weird because she's a whore. I've got her number and a big cucumber. All that is left now is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with your mom. Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a whore. She sucks cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank. Your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick. Your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and swallows dicks. Your mom's a coos. Your mom's a coos. She fucks the Muslims and she sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. She left me with a fucking itch. Your mom's a slut. Your mom's a slut. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes them up her butt. You trust fun cunt.
You're listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Yeah, did you hear that, huh? Did you hear that? That was for your mom, all right? Vincent Gaines wrote that, all right? That's for your mom out there, all you ass clowns that are calling me up sounding like you just popped out of the anal passage of Greg Louganis. This is what I want you to do. I want you to stop. I want you to go to your mom, and I want you to give her a couple of backhands. I want you to call your dad and say, "Why'd you leave me, Daddy? Why'd you leave me?" Anyway. We were talking about the Rwandan ex-General Augustin Bizimungu. He's going to serve 30 years in prison for killing 800,000 people in Rwanda. But I want to move to something else now. We got something in Guatemala. Yeah, down there in South America. Guatemala declares a state of siege after a massacre, killing and decapitating of 25 different people, including 3 or 4 children, by the Zetas drug gang. For all you folks that aren't familiar, out here in Texas, we're seeing a lot of this goddamn crime wave as it relates to this these drug cartels trying to take control of the Mexican border, on the border of Texas and Mexico. Now we've got some of these, obviously if it's in Guatemala, these are obviously producers. These are actually producers of drugs, probably the cocaine plant. But, Guatemala, a state of siege, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Because of this decapitation of 25 people that they found on the edge of town, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're talking about Guatemala, talking about Guatemala up in here, for Christ's sake, and letting everybody know that, they got a state of siege going on, for Christ's sake. Hold on, I got to get some idiots out of here, for Christ's sake. Hold on just 1 second. Get this idiot named Ezio out of here. I'm sick as tired of seeing this idiot. Get this idiot out of here. Get this idiot, get this other more. Get them out. Get them all out. Get out. Get them out. Kicking all these idiots out. Kick them out. I don't care how many of them are. Kick them all out. Kick all of them out. I'm not going to sit here and allow these people to sit, flap their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard thinking that they're some big badass or something, huh? Give me a break. Anyway, let me kick one more asshole out, and we're going to take some callers here, all right? One more, hold on a second. Let me make another one. I got to keep kicking these idiots out. You know what I mean? Let's kick them out. Get them out. Get out! Get them all out of here. We don't need any of them. Kick them all out. Who cares? Kick them out. Kick them all out. Anyway, let's take some more callers here. 646-652-4869. We got Ray Finkel in the house. What's up, Ray Finkel?
Yeah, hey, Ghost. I'm wondering if you are friends with Casper the Friendly Ghost?
I want to know if you're friends with Ace Ventura, you lame-ass bastard. I mean, why would you even put a reference to that movie? That movie is the lamest piece of garbage on the face of the planet. You're actually making a reference by naming one of the characters Ray Finkel. I mean, Jesus Christ. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Oh, my God. Finkel is Einhorn. Shut up. Get that idiot out. He sounded fruity anyway. We got 000. What's up?
They took our job. They took our job.
Get this stupid idiot off. We got 732. What's up?
Capitalism sucks, Dick. How can you agree with it?
Oh, yeah? Well, what do you agree with?
Socialism?
Well, explain it to us.
All right, so basically, the average worker would not be exploited by the bourgeoisie as it is in your society.
That's your explanation? Basically, the worker wouldn't be exploited by the bourgeoisie. I mean, give me a break. Can you explain the definition of socialism, please, without reading it?
Basically, socialism would be where everybody would have a say, and it would be redistribution of wealth. And
are you kidding me? Do you believe this? And under what model is this actually a flourishing country? Give me a country where this is a flourishing model.
Maybe have you ever heard of the Paris Commune in the 1800s?
Yeah, and what happened to them? Huh? They fell because they were idiots. All right. So they're no longer around. Obviously, the model failed. Can you give me another model where it was actually successful and they're still actually continuing on in the 21st century?
21st century now.
I'm asking you, you say you're a socialist. I'm giving you ample time to figure out a model, a working model where socialism is working.
Right now, there is none.
Oh, there is none. Well, then why are you supporting it?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Jesus. Get this stupid dumb kid. Get him off. I mean, do you see what I'm saying, folks? Do you see what I'm saying here, folks? This is what is comprising the American mental capacity. I mean, this idiot tried to sit here and say, basically, the bourgeoisie, and just using terms that he vaguely got told in some stupid lecture at some, history class or something. I mean, it's stupid. It's dumb, man. I mean, this is why we are not going to be a free society until we relinquish the right of voting of the masses. I'm serious right now. The masses should not have the right to vote, all right? I repeat. They should not have the right to vote. I mean, there should be a prerequisite before going into the voting booth, and it should be mandatory that you show a tax return, all right? You show a tax return that states that you actually contributed to the government that you are voting in, all right? And if you aren't, if you're one of these wastes of human life, that collects an entitlement, if you're one of these wastes of human flesh that just, mooches off of the government system, well, then you shouldn't have any goddamn say-so in the government. You shouldn't have the right to vote. I mean, that's practically bribery. All a goddamn politician has to do is come up and say, I'll raise your food card payments, or I'll raise your housing voucher payments. And the idiots that don't want to do a goddamn thing except sit on their fat cottage cheese asses, smoke dope all day, and watch cartoons, these are the only idiots that are going to go out and vote, and they're going to vote for the idiots that give them more of our tax dollars. And I'm telling you this right now. And you see, look at this. Somebody saying, should we rewrite the Constitution, Ghost? No, we should go back to the way the Constitution used to be, asshole. Why don't you reread the Constitution, all right? I mean, you had to be a property owner during the so-called constitutional days so that you could actually participate in the voting process, all right? I'm not rewriting anything. I'm going back to the way it was, you idiots. All right, I'm going back to the way it was. I want some accountability for everyone who's participating in the political process. All right? I mean, that's all there is to it. And the only people that are going to participate properly with the mental capacity and of sound mind and of responsibility are the capitalists, are the ones that are funding the government. Those are the ones that are going to be the exclusive people that are going to care about what these bureaucrats are doing with their money. So, I have to laugh when I hear these idiots, these Ron Paul people. The Constitution, the Constitution, the Constitution. You want to go back to the Constitution? Let's go back to the Constitution, baby. Let's make sure that the only people that have the right to vote are property owners. And you see, I'm not even going that extreme. I think that's kind of extreme, that you have to be a property owner to participate in the political process. All I'm saying is that you have to pay taxes. And it doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter what job you are. If you're working at a McDonald's, you're cleaning shit bowls, it doesn't matter. Just show your W-2. You show your W-2 right there at the polling station. They'll let you right in, participate in your political duty. You understand? That's all there is to it. That's all I'm asking for. I'm telling you, this country would be a hell of a lot better place if we did this. The country would be a hell of a lot better place. We'd be fiscally responsible. We'd have a lot more prosperity, entrepreneurship, less taxation, the whole 9 yards, man. The whole 9 yards. Matter of fact, let me open up a beer to that. Let me open up a beer. That's what I'm talking about, man, because I'm sick and tired of my taxes going out to these wastes of human life that have no shame. Haven't you noticed this? These people have no shame that they're collecting government entitlements. They have no shame that they're sitting there collecting off of the government dole. They have no shame, for Christ's sake. You can sit here and try to humiliate them. You could spit on these people. They don't care. And that's why I'm saying the only way that they're going to start caring is when the capitalists take control and the capitalists are in power, and we start recognizing that, look, we've already given enough opportunity to the so-called Poe in America. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? My ass bleeds for the Poe in America. I cannot stand when I hear these liberals piss and moan about the Poe in America. Man, you got to go out there and help the Poe in America, baby. You got to go out there and help the Poe in America. Are you kidding me? Why don't you go into any goddamn white trailer park, go into any black ghetto or Mexican barrio, and count how many fat jelly asses are waddling their fat asses up and down the streets. And trailing them is like 4 or 5 kids, for Christ's sake. And this is supposed to be the Poe in America? I'm supposed to feel sorry for these pieces of garbage? Absolutely not, all right? Absolutely not. I could give 2 rats' asses about the Poe in America. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I don't care is because they've been collecting all my tax dollars, all right? They're out here getting free housing, free food, free health care, free insurance, free education, free this, free that. I mean, that's everything for free, for Christ's sake. And are they utilizing that opportunity of getting everything free? Are they utilizing that opportunity to progress themselves? Are they utilizing that opportunity to progress themselves? No. No, they don't. You know what they do? They move into middle-class neighborhoods and compile, they move in with their sisters and their brothers and this and that. They compile all their goddamn entitlements together. They move into your neighborhood and turn in a perfectly good upper-middle-class neighborhood into the goddamn ghetto. You know? They're smoking Philly blunts. They're sipping on 40 ounces all night long. I mean, and this is supposed to be good neighborhoods out here, but because the government's like, oh, baby, we got to give them a break. We got to give them a break, baby. You understand what I'm saying? We got to give them a break. Yeah, right. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We were talking about the Zetas drug gang killing, a whole bunch of people in Guatemala. Guatemala announcing a state of siege. But I want to talk about this 8th grader out there in. Hold on, let me get the city, Dayton, Ohio. An 8th grader was punished by her school after reporting that there were a couple of 7th and 8th graders banging in the back of a school bus coming back from some stupid field trip. You know what I'm saying? And she got punished because, according to the school, you should have told us when they were actually banging. You should have told us when there was the actual penetration that was happening in back of the school bus. You should have told us. So we're going to suspend you. Can you believe this crap? 8th graders being punished, for Christ's sake, for telling that, their philanderous, sex pot-driven school members are having sex in the back of a school bus, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're in the 3rd and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networking sites, go to the blogs, go to the forums, spread it around like goddamn wildfire. And not to mention, folks, that we've got all kinds of buttons underneath the player, as you can see there. We've got a thumbs-up Facebook button, all right? We've got tweet this button. We've got a spread it around button. I mean, use and abuse those buttons, for Christ's sake, baby. All right? Use and abuse those buttons. And not to mention, follow me on Twitter, all right? Follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores, assholes. Ghost Politics, all right? Give me a follow, for Christ's sake. You know you idiots that are following me and then stop following me because, oh, my God, he's saying bad tweets. He's making fun of somebody that I like, and I'm going to unfollow him now because he's a bastard. He's a bastard. Give me a break. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you. We got 57 minutes left in the broadcast. I'm talking about this 8th grader out of Dayton, Ohio, getting punished for reporting her classmates having sex on a school bus. And I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. We got 973 on the horn. What's up?
If you ask me, I think that 8th grader is a cockblock, deserves to get suspended. I mean, how big of a dick move is that to just, report them for having sex? Who gives a shit?
I know. I'm sure that would be concerning to you because I'm sure that you're the kind of guy that toe taps on the next shit stall over when somebody's trying to pinch a loaf. Is that you?
No, it's actually not me.
No, don't lie. Come on. We can hear the fruitness in your voice. You know that you're doing under the stall action. You know it and I know it. Come on.
Oh, really? You know it? Have you ever met?
I can hear it in your voice, for Christ's sake. I mean, listen to you. You're all,
that was just like a cock block move, and I didn't understand. What is that thing right here?
I mean, Jesus Christ, with these fruity bastards, man. I'm sick of the fruitness, man. I'm sick of it already, all right? Stop fruiting off on my goddamn broadcast. I'm sick of the fruitiness, all right? Stop it. Stop it, for Christ's sake. Goddamn son of a... Damn it. All this goddamn fruitness everywhere, man. It smells so goddamn fruity in here. It's who are calling up, for Christ's sake, with a lack of bass in their voice. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm sorry, man. I don't even know if I want to do this show anymore, for Christ's sake. I mean, every time that I get a goddamn call, it's one of these fruity-sounding bastards. I mean, I'm jaded, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm depressed. I can't believe that this is the new America that we're living in, for Christ's sake. And Jesus Christ. It makes me sick, man. It makes me sick. I mean, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Shut up! It pisses me off. Piece of crap. Makes me sick, man. Makes me sick. And look at these people. Look at these people on the internet, for Christ's sake. Look at these people. Look at these people. Jesus Christ. Let me have some beer, for Christ's sake. I'm just gonna sit here and have you idiots listen to me chug my beer. How you like that, you milky licking piece of crap? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're just gonna have to hear me sip on my beer, for Christ's sake, because I'm sick and tired of you ass clowns. I mean, look at these jerk dicks. You know? Look at these jerk dicks, for Christ's sake. Freaking dill hole, for Christ. Where's my goddamn microphone? Where's my goddamn microphone, for Christ's sake? This pisses me off, for Christ's sake. Where's the goddamn microphone? Goddamn microphone. It's the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Look at it, every time, man, every time, I conduct this broadcast, I got a great-looking office, but every time I conduct this broadcast, I turn this goddamn place into a goddamn fucking mess. Christ's sake, look at this place. It's a crap. All right, let me take some calls. Hold on, let me take a chug. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Chugging some beer always makes me feel better. Here we go. Very good. Very, very good, for Christ's sake. Woo! I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling better, all right? I'm feeling better. I don't ever have to clean this crap up. I got some Consuela maid that comes in. She brings in her little grandkid who eats a taco there on the chair there, and she comes in and cleans all this stuff up, and she's like, "Thank you, Mr. Ghost. I come in here, I clean for you, Mr. Ghost. Oh, yeah. So I'm not really worried about that. Not really worried about it. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Anyway, I want to take some calls here, but hopefully I don't get any more of these goddamn ass clowns anymore. I do this show because I'm trying to spread the capitalist idea throughout the international community. Instead, I get agitation. I get, all kinds of crap delivered to me, and I don't appreciate it. 404, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, can I see your nipples?
Sick prick. Kyle, what's up, Kyle?
Hey, Ghost, how's it going?
How you doing? We can't even hear you, and you sound like the same asshole who keeps calling. Who else we got? We got Melissa. What's up?
Hey, man. Couple of things. One, we were talking about the 8th grader who caught the 2 other 8th graders in the back of the bus having sex. She got in trouble for not turning them in. She went home, told her mom, the mom told the school, and so the mom told the school that they were having sex in the bus. And who did they punish? Who did they punish?
They punished the broad for not telling.
Girl that did not turn them in.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is public education. I mean, that's what I was trying to get across. This is the new public education system where it's okay It's okay to toe tap. It's okay to use a janitor's closet for sexual liaisons, but God forbid that you tell on this type of activity, they're gonna punish you for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I did my show earlier today, and we were talking about that. If you don't use your First Amendment rights, you can just be okay, sit in the background, take what's coming to you, and get mad, and not really get mad enough to do anything. But if you speak up for your First Amendment rights, which I've done and spent my time in jail for, and got exonerated, that's what you get. And then
you spent time in jail?
Yes. And then you get FBI people tapping your phones, and FBI showing up at your door, being interrogated by the FBI for 4 hours, just because you bring shit up in the nation's capital.
What are you talking about? Were you in one of these protests?
Have you been interviewed in the FBI?
No, actually, I haven't been interviewed by the FBI, but I have seen ice cream trucks. I have seen ice cream trucks in the middle of winter in front of my house that really don't need to be there.
For over a year by the FBI? Have you
What's
been
that?
followed?
Oh, I've been followed, yeah. I'm followed by officials all the time. I make a lot of controversial statements on this broadcast, so of course, that's expected.
Who followed you? Who?
Well, I'm assuming, some kind of federal authority here, it's like he thinks I can't see him, but I see him, but it's no big deal. I'm not really afraid about it.
Oh, really? Until it actually happens and you know who they are. Okay, now the reason why I make this point and why I get as angry as you do, because I'm angry too, and I have a pretty damn good show that talks about the specifics of what's going wrong. And I don't get mad at my show. No one ever hears me like this on my show. But I'm going to come up to your par on your show to actually provide solutions instead of just ranting about it. The masses of the people are not idiots.
Melissa, hold on, Melissa. I have to disagree with you there. I have to disagree with you. Because, let's be honest, the American public sucks, all right? The American public really sucks, and it's the American people's fault that we're in the totalitarian situation that we're in, all right? This is a government made for the people and by the people, and all the people have to do is go out and coalesce around one subject. We saw the Civil Rights Act in the 60s. Get signed by a president who was an ex-Ku Klux Klan member, and Lyndon Baines Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act because everyone out there came behind a certain subject matter, and the government had to crack. The government has cracked under the pressure before because they know they don't want instability. Unfortunately, the American people don't care. The American people do not care that we're going into totalitarianism. The American people don't care that we've got children being molested before they get on planes by TSA members. We have people that don't care about anything, nothing, except when's the first of the month going to happen and how much am I going to get from the government. And Melissa, man, I know that you want to give the people the benefit of the doubt, but let's be honest with you. This is the problem. They are the problem. They are the problem. Go ahead.
What the problem is that the government has done so much goddamn stuff to their lives that they can't take the time. They do not have the time. They're struggling, and they don't take the time to read or to learn or to listen. That's true, but they're not dumb and stupid, and we don't have leaders in our government right now that connects with the people. There was a small group that connected with the people on the Tea Party, and you saw how that group rose so fast simply on one subject, and that was on the debt of the government. And we've got to have leaders that can talk on many levels, the social aspect, the fact that there's absolute genocide in the black community because of abortion.
Melissa, but you have to understand that there's nobody like that. All right. I mean, you're expecting somebody to be a savior of our society, and you think that we're going to actually come up with a savior out of these assholes in America? I mean, you actually believe that we're going to get saviors out of these disgusting pieces of trash that don't even care about their own children? These people don't even care about their own children. And how do I know that? Because they are leaving so much debt to their children that they are putting their children into debt bondage, to where they're not even going to be at the same levels as slaves. They're going to be a serf. So, once again, I just think that the American people are a bunch of idiots. They don't want to read. They don't want to learn. They're more worried about going out and watching American Idol or Dancing with the Stars. These people are imbeciles, and that's why the political responsibility should lie with those that are responsible in life. And that's why I'm talking about the capitalists. The capitalists must be the exclusive party that participates in the political process. And until we as capitalists start recognizing that we have to take power, we have to assert our authority throughout this international community and governments throughout the world, then we as capitalists are going to be linked with the same category and in the same sector as these masses out here. And I don't want to be affiliated with these masses. As a matter of fact, I honestly believe that I'm better than most of these idiots that are walking around on this side of the planet. And I'm not just saying that because, oh, look at me, I'm big and badass. I'm saying that because I'm honest. I mean, look, how many people have you heard call up this broadcast and actually put on a decent debate? You haven't heard anything like that, all right? You haven't heard anything like that. And I think that you're blaming the government for the wrong reasons. I think that you should blame the people, because this is a government made for the people and by the people. But if the people fall asleep at the wheel, then is this really wrong? I mean, is totalitarianism really wrong if the people are just kind of, sitting by, watching it and taking it? Is it really wrong? I'm just asking. I'm just asking these things. Go ahead.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
You know what? I think you make very valid points. But what I'm saying is that, what do you want? What is it that you want?
I want capitalists to take control of the governments. That's what I want. I want capitalists to take control of economies. That's what I want. I mean, just imagine the power of the capitalists. If we were to combine our power and threaten these governments, if they don't oblige our wishes, we'll just take our capital and get the hell out of there. How about that? Huh? What if all of us capitalists say, hey, government, let's see how well you do in your little socialist experiment, and when there's no more taxpayers to be in your country to pay taxes for this socialist experiment. How about that? Huh? How about we just kind of leave to another country that is pro-business and low taxation, so on and so forth? And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, us capitalists need to take power. You understand? We need to make this government and force this government into voter reform. We need major voter reform. You understand? I'm talking about the type of voter reform that's going to put the people that are responsible politically, socially, and economically in control of the mechanisms of society. And I'm talking about the capitalist. And what makes somebody a capitalist? Somebody who works for a living. Plain and simple. You got all these so-called communists out here, that claim to be communists, right? These so-called communists that are out here saying, oh, yeah, we got to take care of the poor. We got to take care of this. Hey, Marx didn't give a shit about the poor in America. I think you need to reread Marxism, all right? Marx didn't give a crap about the derelicts of society. What was the last line of the Communist Manifesto? What was the last line? The workers of the world unite. The workers of the world unite. And when you look at these communist models, does it look like the workers were uniting? Because to me, it looked like the losers of the world were uniting. All right? The freaking losers of the world were uniting out here under this idea of capitalism. The losers of the world. I mean, you take a look. I've said this time and time again, for Christ's sake. Look at China. How do you think China became a communist nation? Because once, China, during the Opium Wars, which lasted a long time in the 1800s, they were looking for anything that'll take them out of the type of depravity that they were in. And let me tell you, all those Opium Wars were induced by English and Anglo-Saxons. And you can go ahead and look back at that. That was a horrible episode in world history. But then Chiang Kai-shek of the Nationalist Party of China actually took control at the turn of the 20th century and attempted to modernize China out of its peasantry. All right? And Chiang Kai-shek was a capitalist as well as being a nationalist. So Chiang Kai-shek, in hopes of modernizing China, allowed foreign investment to come into China. All right? At the turn of the 20th century. When foreign investment came in, the foreign investors were the ones that built the manufacturing bases. The capitalists came in there and invested in the railroad system in China. It was the capitalists that built China's infrastructure. Well, then came World War II, and then, the communist fervor started, kind of traveling into China. Mao Zedong and the great 5,000-mile march inevitably, was a cluster bang as it relates to Chiang Kai-shek and his military front. Because let's be honest, at that particular time, the Japanese had invaded China, all right? The Japanese invaded China and Indochina. Now, why did the Japanese invade China and Indochina? Because it needed oil. It needed natural resources. Believe it or not, the reason Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, was so that the United States would not have any naval fleet to aid the open door policy that it had with China, so that it can go in, rape China of its natural resources, and continue the imperialist fervor of the Japanese emperor. Okay? Now, what I'm saying is that the reason that China fell to the communists was because you had Chiang Kai-shek and the nationalists fighting Japan. Then you had these communists come in here and basically shoot at both sides of this war, all right? I mean, Mao Zedong's people were shooting at the nationalists. Mao Zedong's people were shooting at the Japanese. And as a result, the reason the people coalesced around Mao Zedong was because Mao Zedong had this philosophy that the true essence of humanity was peasantry. You know what I mean? Peasantry. And this is what basically fueled the idealism of Mao Zedong, is that nobody wanted to do a goddamn thing. They were tired of working in the factories that the capitalists had built. They were tired of going out there doing assembly line manufacturing. They were tired of working in the cities. So Mao Zedong utilized the peasantry mindset, which is nothing more than a bunch of simpleton imbeciles, all right? He used the simpleton mentality and said, no, hold on, let me get the music. Yeah, Mr. Fortune Cookie can do it better for us. Hey, Mr. Fortune Cookie, can you tell us how Mao Zedong was able to take control of the situation out there in China?
Oh. You see, the Communist government of China came about because of the motherfucker out there at Chiang Kai-shek. He couldn't maintain the people's resolve and bear down for the manufacturer and the capitalists out there in China. You see, those stupid motherfuckers out there in the national government of Chiang Kai-shek, they thought they could defeat Mao Zedong and the Communist government of China. But you motherfuckers out there need to know that the true essence of humanity is the peasantry. That's why everybody out here in China likes to be a peasant. We don't force it on the people. The Communist government of China never forced the peasantry on nobody. They want it themselves, motherfucker. So once again, all you people out there talking garbage about the Communist government in China, I stick a shot stick up your asshole. Motherfucker, people ask all the time, why the Chinese people do what they do? And I tell you, we do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. That's right. So all you motherfucker out there in America talking the garbage about the communist government of China, all you motherfucker talking about the government about this and that, I stick a Ginsu knife up your asshole. Motherfucker. I got nothing else to say. Thank you very much. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right, get him off. Get him off. Anyway, what ended up causing the communist revolution were all the idiots that didn't want to work anymore. All right? When Chiang Kai-shek allowed the capitalists to come in and build the infrastructure of China, build the railroads, build the manufacturing bases, the peasantry moved from the outskirts of their peasant pissing ground lands. They moved into the cities, and then once they got a whiff of industrial manufacturing, they didn't like it. They didn't like it. They were like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to get down with Chairman Mao now. I'm getting down with Chairman Mao. And that's what happened. The same thing with the Soviets. The same damn thing with the Soviets, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, the whole reason communism, unleashes itself in countries is because people don't want to work. They don't want to work. They're anesthetized with this political romanticism that, somehow we were supposed to, feed every human being and everybody's going to get the same amount. That's not what it's about, you idiots. All right? That's not what this is about. I'll tell you what this is about. Anytime somebody hollers communism is because they believe that they're not going to have to work. And let me tell you, you need to reread your Communist Manifesto. At the end, what does it say? The workers of the world unite, you idiots. The workers of the world unite. Not the losers, not the pathetic waste of human life, not the assholes who can't feed themselves. No. They said the workers of the world unite, for Christ's sake. So anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get up on that tirade. We're talking about, we were talking about this 8th grader getting punished for reporting a classmate on a school bus, but I want to change the subject matter for a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about this stupid, disgusting, filthy propagandist named Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart, I can't believe that there's actually people that watch this bland, liberal, propagandist asshole. But then again, it's not surprising, all right? It's not surprising. And the reason that I'm bringing him up is I saw him in an interview recently where he's no longer, doing this as like a comedic joke. Because let's be honest, Jon Stewart was never political, all right? I mean, can we take a step back and realize that this idiot was never a political idiot? He was one of these jerk-offs that had some uncle in Hollywood that kept trying to shove him down our throats, all right? I mean, do a goddamn YouTube video search about how many shows Jon Stewart had. This guy had so many shows. They tried to sell him and package him up and repackage him, and they threw him in movies, and we didn't want him. We didn't want to have nothing to do with this disgusting piece of crap. We didn't want to have nothing to do with him. But then Craig Kilborn, that's who was the original host of The Daily Show. Craig Kilborn thought his schlong head actually hung down lower than actually did, left the Comedy Central, Today, or what is it called, that show that Jon Stewart has. He left that show to try to become some nighttime, late-night show, CBS style. Didn't work, all right? It didn't work. And lo and behold, The Daily Show was inherited by Jon Stewart. And Jon Stewart, for the first couple of years, it was just, talking like, some comedic jag-off, like the same character that reads the news on SNL. Yeah, that's right. And now that it's, politically viable and economically convenient for Jon Stewart all of a sudden to be some goddamn propagandist, that's why he's doing it. All right? I mean, this guy was never political. All right? He was never political until Kilborn left the Daily Show, and they gave it to Jon Stewart. And finally, after 15 years of Hollywood trying to shove this disgusting, despicable character down our throats, finally, Jon Stewart got a break and got people actually listening on the Comedy channel or whatever the hell it's called. And all he's doing is regurgitating a bunch of pre-written garbage on a teleprompter, just like Obama. Huh? Just like Obama, man. Oh, yeah, I can read a teleprompter, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's just, what a disgusting, all right? It's just disgusting. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got Goofy Bone. Just give her a bone. Yeah, we got him in the house. What's going on, Goofy Bone?
Yeah, Ghost, America.
Hey, Goofy Bone, you there? You're kind of cutting in and out. You there, man?
Ghost, I'm in a bad area right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I just want to say, America makes me sick. Our forefathers sat there and fought, died, blood, sweat, and tears, so we could have idiots like Jon Stewart on a comedy show trying to say he's a newsman, acting like it's CNN, but, it's Comedy Central. This guy is a complete moron, but yet people listen to him.
They listen to him
as
if he's a gospel, for Christ's sake, and he's a blatant propagandist, for Christ's sake. And look at these morons. Look at them, man. This is why our country's being flushed down the toilet, because these people are stupid. They're going to Comedy Central to get their news, for Christ's sake. They're idiots. And then you've got people calling up saying, "Oh, well, the people all aren't stupid. The people, we got to give them the shut up, all right? The capitalists have been sitting here giving the people the benefit of the doubt ever since this inception of this country. And it's about time that the capitalists finally take control of the government once again, because I'm sick and tired of these masses just ruining it, not only for this country, but for everybody.
You know what, Ghost? I thank God that I connected with you and I became a capitalist. Because I used to believe in all this mumbo-jumbo, we are the people, all this and all that. We should go back to those times when people actually believed in what freedom was, not this stupid 4chan internet trolls, Jon Stewart, Howard Stern, idiotic, self-entitlement pieces of fucking monkey shit.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
What happened to America? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the hell happened to America. They all became a bunch of idiots. They became a bunch of morons, for Christ's sake. I mean, look at these people, for Christ's sake. No shame whatsoever. No goddamn shame. Jesus Christ.
And you know what? These people should burn in hell for disrespecting you and disrespecting your show and disrespecting the ways that you're trying to teach us, Ghost. Years from now, we'll all be dead, but there will be people cheering and blessing you as some sort of a god, because you're teaching us ways on being right, Ghost. You're putting us on the right path, and these idiotic morons that got pumped out by a 16-year-old douchebag of a mother, has babies having babies. You know what I'm saying, Ghost? And these babies don't know nothing but video games, 4chan, and being a troll for the rest of their damn life. Get up. Get a job, make some money, get your taxes taken from you, like the 213 caller. That thing is enjoying my tax money, but I don't care. I'm still making money. I have a job. I'm doing what I'm doing, Ghost. But what are these idiots doing? Nothing. And they should.
They're not doing a goddamn thing. They're not doing a goddamn thing. And you can hear them when they call up. They sound so uncertain. It sounds so hard for them to try to catch a sentence fragment to sputter out of their suck hole. I mean, they're stupid. They're ignorant. They can't communicate. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. And I know there's people that email me saying that, "Oh, Ghost, you're telling those people to call. America, there's no way America is this stupid." Yes, they are. Americans are this pathetically stupid. Jon Stewart, being some sort of credible source for news, should go to show you the mental capacity of most of these nimrods in America today.
You know what, Ghost? All these people don't realize that this is the future. These idiots, these stupid morons are the chair watching America burn, it's because of these freaking idiots, Ghost. And you know what? I'm glad that I met you, Ghost, and I'm glad that you tripled my money, and I'm glad that I understand the ways of how the world operates because of you, Ghost. So don't think that none of us listen, because some of us out here, we're listening, Ghost, and we're blessing you every day, and we thank you every day, Ghost. So don't let these trolls get you down, Ghost.
Man, I appreciate that, Goofy Bone, man. Appreciate the kind words, but, man, let me tell you, I get jaded. Every time I hear these goddamn prank callers and these agitators and these communist ass clowns. I mean, I think that we're at the point of no return. This is why I'm saying that us as capitalists, we got to come together, and not to mention, we got to take power. And if we don't take power now, we are never going to take power, and we're going to be in the same category as these wastes of human flesh masses. And I don't want to be a part of the masses. I mean, I'm better than these people, all right? I mean, I'm serious. Every capitalist, not just me, every capitalist is better than the masses. Every goddamn capitalist that's out there is better than the masses. And you want to know why? Because the masses are out here trying to, suck out as much government entitlement money as they possibly can. They're out there getting unemployment for 99 weeks. They're out there getting food cards, food stamps. They're getting housing voucher programs, free this, free that. And it's disgraceful and it's disgusting. Meanwhile, the capitalist is getting screwed. The capitalist rights are being trampled on. And I'm not going to sit here and go quietly in that good night without me demanding we capitalists get a different type of respect from the government than they show these disgusting, despicable scoundrels in the masses.
It's going to take a sacrifice, Ghost. Someone's going to have to sacrifice to show these people what we really are all about. Capitalists are for real. These people, they don't know what we are capable of doing. We are probably capable of bringing back this government, but no one wants to give us a chance. Why? Because they're so used to these stupid wannabe, I'm going to change the world and we're going to go for Greenpeace and idiotic excuses for life. These people are, Ghost. And
I hear you, man.
Days, you know what? I hope the end of the world is Saturday, Ghost, so people can really be crying and screaming their damn heads.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm actually going to talk about that on Baller Friday. But let me tell you, if it is the end of the world on this Saturday, please, I'm going to be out there smoking a cigar, drinking some beer, just, looking at all these dumbfounded dipshits wandering around, wondering why, my life is so short and I can't, although I don't think that it's going to end, but if it does, it wouldn't chat my ass at all, for Christ's sake. I mean, I think that these wastes of human life need to be hit with a cataclysmic event that would not only shock the world, but inevitably put them in their places of being the most insignificant piece of garbage that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Amen to that, Ghost. And you know what? If the world was to crumble and we had no resources but just our common knowledge, most of these people, these norm people or whatever you call those people, they're never going to survive. They don't even know how to open a canned piece of food. You know what I mean, Ghost? These people
they're not going to know how to survive out here, for Christ's sake. They're more worried. I mean, let me tell you something. They don't even know how to use a landline anymore. They can't even write a check anymore. These people are so stupid. They're so dependent on technology. They're a slave to the technology, for Christ's sake, that if all this, was to go out, they wouldn't know what to do. And in a society of that nature, those people end up dying off because nobody wants to have anything to do with losers. I mean, that's what they did during the tribal days. When the tribe had a sick member or somebody that was lagging the tribe, they just leave them there to die. I mean, that's just how it is. That's where communism gets its idealism for letting its own people die of famine. Like in Vladimir Lenin's one step forward, two steps back policy, like Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution. I mean, that's how they justify killing millions of their own people because they utilize the tribal collective idealism as means of justification for killing millions of people, because that's what they did. They just let them rot and die. You know, I mean, these people should be lucky that we're even giving them anything. They're lucky that we even give them the beans that they give them, but they're unappreciative. They want more. They want everything given to them, for Christ's sake.
Ghost, I wish the internet would go down for a week. And I would bet you half the world would kill themselves because they would not know how to operate. They would not know what to do. The world lost since the internet happened, after AOL and all that. These internet people, that's all they depend on. They have friends on the internet. They no longer have friends in real life. On the internet, they're somebody, but in real life, they're a nobody, Ghost. And hello, we're in reality. We're not in no Avatar movie where we're some stupid blue monkey running around on trees, people. This is the reality. Real life. Shit happens in the real life. Once your mommy and daddy dies, kids, you're not going to have nothing. You're going to be nothing. Remember that. Get up, get a job, pay taxes, and be a capitalist. And go out and vote.
That's right, man, and I wish they'd take that goddamn advice. I hope they go out and get a job and pay taxes and become a goddamn capitalist instead of being some mooch off the society. But we're living in a day and age with no shame. These guys have no shame, for Christ's sake, whatsoever, and that's why I'm saying, why, if the taxpayer is going to support these people, why don't we take the money that we're giving these people out of their ass? You know, why don't we just take the money that we're giving to them out of their ass and make sure that they go into, you know, some kind of separate area outside of where capitalists are living, and put them in a separate area like some kind of labor camp, and, you know, we can give them all the things that they want. You know, they want plasma screen, we'll give them a plasma screen and 3 hots and a cot. You know, we'll do all the things that they want. We'll even give a little stupid nightclub in there. But they're going to have to work at least 10 hours a day so that they can pay off all the money that was mooched off of the American tax system. And let me tell you, I think people need to, you know, research civilian labor camps. They need to Google that, civilian labor camps, because this is going to come faster than these idiots think. And I can't wait for the day. It'll be a great day, a great goddamn day, when these idiots have to pay back all the damn entitlements that they juiced off of the goddamn taxpayer, man.
You know what, Ghost? I would love to see that. I would love to see some fat Section 8 try to, you know, be in this labor camp. Next thing you know, she dies of a heart attack because she can't hold herself up. All she knows is how to use her arm to go up to eat and grab the food, up to eat and grab the food. You know what I mean, Ghost? I would really love to see people go to work, make America run again. You know, we're like the 5th or 6th in like making things run in this world, you know what I mean, Ghost? And it's like, we're America. We're the ones that invent things. We're the ones that handle things. We're the ones that make things tough. But no, look at what we have as Americans. Stupid, idiotic internet people. And that's all they are, is internet people, Ghost. What happened to some real guys, dignity people, people that have a pride, and people that don't want to live off the government for the rest of their lives? You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I bang a bunch of Section 8 broads, but, you know, sometimes shit just happens. But I sit here and I look at them, and it's like, come on, fix your bed at least. You know, the sweats are getting old. At least put on a dress once in a while. You know what I mean?
No kidding. What's up with that crap? I mean, these people are going out with shit-stained T-shirts and frayed-out jeans and frayed-out sweatpants with, you know, I mean, what's going on? It's no integrity anymore. No freaking integrity. And let me tell you, I blame the people themselves. This is why I'm saying us capitalists need to take power, and I'm as serious as a heart attack about that, man. Serious as a heart attack.
I am too, Ghost. And you know what? I don't want to take any more of your time, though, Ghost. But I want to give a shout-out to the greatest website that you ever created, Ghost, www.capitalistarmy.com. Go on it, be a member, and if you're not a good enough member, you're going to hit the road, Jack. All right, Ghost, have a good day, and, you know, keep capitalizing.
Yeah, man, I thank you very much, Goofy. Once again, that was Goofy Bone, an avid listener, avid caller, and, of course, a member of the Capitalist Army. And you folks that don't know by now, go to the only social networking sites specifically for capitalists, capitalistarmy.com. Not to mention, follow me on Twitter, ass clowns, all right? All right, follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow, all right? Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores. Follow me on Twitter, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some more callers here. We were talking about dumbass Jon Stewart, but I don't really want to talk about that sorry sack of crap anymore. I want to talk a little bit about Newt Gingrich. This idiot came out today basically slamming Paul Ryan's little excuse of a cutting package and basically giving fuel to these damn Democrats. You know, I mean, I don't know what the hell Newt Gingrich is doing. He's a fat, bloated, hypocritical bastard. I mean, this is the same guy that pursued Bill Clinton for getting, you know, oral copulation or whatever. I mean, he turned the Oval Office into the oral office. All right, this is the same guy that pursued him during that time. And this guy was doing the exact same thing. Newt Gingrich was banging his intern, you know, getting, you know, fat, bloated, portly BJs in his car, for Christ's sake. And he married this skank. He married the Skankosaurus intern, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, just imagine having to service the ball musk of Newt Gingrich, for Christ's sake. I mean, have you seen the pot barrel belly of this idiot, this portly bastard? I mean, you know, this is his third wife, who happens to be his ex-intern from the 90s, for Christ's sake. I mean, just imagine going down on his ball musk. You know, while, Jesus Christ, I mean, he's a fat, portly bastard, probably smells like gingerbread. You know what I mean? What a disgusting disgrace. And I'm glad that this idiot, Newt Gingrich, got completely discredited by his own mouth. Anyway, let's take some calls here. 836, you're on the horn. Oh, you're taking too long. We got 480. What's up? He got scared, poor guy. He got scared. 000, what's up? Stupid idiot. How about Ollie? Hey, Ollie, you there, Ollie?
Yeah, Ghost, what's your son wearing today?
There's this sick son of a bitch here.
Yes, who?
You know, what the hell is your stupid excuse, you Woody Allen butt-loving pedophile? Huh? I mean, what the hell is your goddamn excuse, for Christ's sake, you stupid milky little... Shut up, I'm talking! Shut your mouth, I'm talking! All right? Put him on mute! Put this idiot on mute! What the hell is your problem, you stupid milky liquor? You call up, you sit over here, act like some goddamn Woody Allen butt-loving pedophile. You act like you're some goddamn Roman Polanski special, for Christ's sake. What in the hell is your goddamn problem, you stupid milky-licking piece of whistling crap?
I'm just wanting to join in the pedophile radio, Ghost. You're the host.
You stupid piece of crap. Get this idiot off. Get him off! This is America, folks. This right here is America. I'm not joking. I'm not joking with you. This is it. This is America. 863, what up? Stupid idiots. I'm telling you, man, I am so jaded, it's disgusting. You know, it's just so disgusting. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter. I don't care about Newt Gingrich anyway. It doesn't mean like... I don't even think anybody's going to vote for that fat, portly bastard. What I want to talk about now is Starbucks out here in Texas. Yeah, a Starbucks out of El Paso, Texas is being sued by the state for allegedly discriminating against a midget. That's right. They're discriminating against a midget because a midget barista wanted to work, or actually did work at this particular Starbucks establishment, and wanted to use a little bit of a step stool to try to, you know, I guess help do their job better or something of that nature. What I don't understand is why is Starbucks getting sued for firing a midget, you know? I mean, you know, apparently they fired the midget because the stool that this midget was using was getting in the way, you know, of the work environment. I mean, it was providing a health risk, a health hazard. And, you know, if you're not going to be able to do your job properly, you shouldn't be hired for the job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I know these midgets, they get all offended every time that, something like this happens, but, I mean, shouldn't it be up to private enterprise whether or not they can hire somebody that can do the job? And look, I'm not against midgets, all right? I'm not against midgets here. I mean, I actually had a bartender that was a midget. You know what I'm saying? All right, I mean, a bartender out here in Austin, Texas is a midget, all right? I'm not against midgets, all right? What I'm against is these midgets utilizing discrimination to, try to get money off of businesses because, well, they can't do the job. I mean, and this is the case here. This is the case right here. The midget couldn't do the job regularly. They needed some kind of step stool. The step stool kind of, provided some kind of a goddamn, deterrent for other workers. It provided a health hazard, a health risk, the whole 9 yards, and that's just, I mean, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're going to sue Starbucks Coffee because, you got fired because you couldn't do the job? I mean, look, I'm sorry. You're a midget, all right? All right, I'm sorry. But then again, why are you a midget, I mean, why are you a midget? I mean, could it be a punishment possibly, I know I say this all the time, but I mean, seriously, I mean, I honestly think that possibly being a midget is a punishment. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't, God would have only thrown about 2 or 3 of them down here. We would have all had a few laughs, and that'd have been the end of it. We'd have, oh, that's it, all right, it's funny, and no. But no, there's a whole community of these people, all right? There's a whole community of these people. And look at these people. They're like, oh, how can you say that, Ghost? Punishment, that's disgusting. How can you say that? Hey, I think it's a punishment when your arms are 5 inches too short to whack your meat bag. All right? I think that's a little bit of a punishment. I mean, have you seen these? I mean, their hands are coming out their armpits. I mean, their arms are so tiny. I mean, you don't think that's a goddamn punishment, for Christ's sake? Huh? I mean, I think it's a punishment, all right? I mean, just imagine if you were a kid, right, and you had parents for midgets, Just imagine you were a kid and you had parents for midgets. I mean, you'd rule the house. You could just kind of go out and say, hey, Dad, Mom, I'm going out, I'll be back when I get home. And you got the midget dad kind of waddling up, hey, son, don't you go out, or else. Or else what, Dad? Or else what? I tell you what, how about if I put the food up at the top shelf so you can't reach it? How about that, Dad, huh? Hey, how about if I go out and don't stop the bathtub water so your dumb ass can drown? How about that, Dad? Huh? You freaking. Anyway, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone there. I'm sorry. I'm getting off keister. Anyway, 646-652-4869. Look, I'm telling you this right now. Look, it's got to be a punishment. Your arms are 5 inches too short to whack your bag if you're a midget. You know what I mean? I mean, you've got to contort yourself to actually get some kind of sexual gratification from your hand as a midget. I mean, come on, man. I mean, look. I mean, just imagine what God was thinking, man. He's like, all right, look. All right, I'm going to give you this little Tonka toy Mattel body. I'm going to make your arms 5 inches too short to whack your bag. And then I'm going to throw on a 78-pound freaking head. And then I'm going to throw on a 78-pound freaking head. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. All right, that's about enough. I think I've done enough trouble today. All right. Anyway, we got about 5 minutes left in the broadcast. Once again, folks, I want everybody to please follow me on Twitter, all right? Twitter, Ghost Politics is the name to follow on Twitter, folks. Right there. Give me a following, all right? Not to mention, folks, we got a whole bunch of other different, we got a whole bunch of other different websites. We got a blog also. Ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. All right, that's where we conduct a few blogs, give people some insight on some stuff. Check it out. Give me some comments. Let me know what's going on. There it is, ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. Not to mention that we also have the official web page for all the archived episodes. Thousands upon thousands of hours of true capitalist commentary. And where you go for that is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right? blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Add to your favorites, bookmark, do whatever it takes, because that's where thousands upon thousands of hours of true capitalist commentary is. All right, and once again, folks, not to mention it again, Ghost Politics is the name to follow on Twitter, so don't be an ass clown, give me a follow, all right? Let's go ahead and do some shout-outs here, shall we? Let's go ahead and do some shout-outs. We got One the Pariah, we got 404 Error, 4chan for Life, we got A Bear, we got AIDS for Breakfast, you sick son of a bitch. We got N93, Are You a Wizard Goat? We got Atheist Radio, we got Bloody Diarrhea, Jesus Christ. We got Bloody Pea Poop, we got Bloody Tampon, we got Bobo, we got Brodo Fraggins, we got Bruno RX Digger, we got communism get that communism everywhere out of here. Get that idiot out. Get him out. I'm not going to let some commie in here. Get out. Get him out. We got Cracked Out Man. We got Drown the Goldfish. We got Eat Shit and Die. Get that idiot out of here, too. Get him out. Get out. Get that vulgar bastard out of here. Get him out. We got Future DMB in the house. What's up, Future DMB? We got a gay Texan in the place. We got Get a Falcon Job. We got Ghost is a Racist. Get that idiot out of here, too. Get Ghost is a Racist. Get him out, you sack of crap. Get that piece of garbage out of here. Get that other ghost name out of here, too. Get him out. Get that stupid ghost name out of here. Get him out. We've got Gog Magog in the house. We got so many guests up in the place. Look at all the guests up in here. What's going on to the guests? What's going on? Hey, kick that Herbert out of here. Get him out. Get that sorry sack of crap out. Get him out. We got Hoodie 787. Get that other idiot out. Get Support Communism out of here. Get him out. Get his faggoty ass out. Get out. We got I'm Writer User. We got Jim's 93. What's going on? We got John Brand. We've got Negar. Oh, you disgusting. Get that idiot out of here. Get him out. Get out. We've got Joseph Stalin. Get that idiot out. Get him out. Get out Joseph Stalin out of here, too. We're not going to pay any homage to some asshole who killed millions of people. Kick him out. We've got Leaky Pooper. Jesus Christ. We got Max Power. We got Max Talk. We got My Kids. We got Melissa Hopkins. What's going on? We got Michael Thomas. We got My Poopy Pants. Jesus Christ, you sick sons of bitches. We got Mystery Man Ryan. Niagara Roll. We got the Nigerian in the place. Here, get that other idiot after the Nigerian. Kick that idiot out. Kick him out. You're spamming all over the place. Get him out. Get out. Get him out. Get them out of here. Get their stupid asses out of here. And get that other idiot, get that Rim idiot out of here. Get him out of here, too. Get this stupid sack of crap out of here. We got Seaman Feline. We've got Smell My Poop, for Christ's sake. We got the Mexican Mudkips. We've got The Game. We've got The Guy 1337. And we've got The Truth Is Out There. What's going on to everybody? Hopefully you're doing some kind of a barrel roll. Anyway, I am out of here. I'm here Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. All right? www.capitalistarmy.com for all the capitalists that want to join a true capitalist social networking site that is dedicated for capitalists exclusively. www.capitalistarmy.com. All right? Anyway, I am out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in with me. All right, I appreciate everybody. Once again, I am here Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please spread the word, all right? This whole show is completely word of mouth, all right? It is a complete word of mouth show, so I depend on you to go out there and spread the word about it, all right? Spread it around like wildfire. We've got all kinds of buttons underneath the player. Make sure to use the Facebook thumbs up button. Make sure to use the tweet this button. Make sure to use the share this button and spread it around, baby. Spread it around. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in with me. Once again, Ghost Politics, send me a twit, all right? Send me a little tweet, all right? Ghost Politics, I'm out of here. Long live the capitalist movement. And all you milky lickers that are haters, well, you're just going to have to get used to it, baby. All right? I'll see you tomorrow, 4 to 7 Central Standard Time, p.m., Monday through Friday. Thank you very much. Long live capitalism, baby.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central, or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.